iCast 2025 kind of snuck up on me this year. I feel like there was even less buzz than last year and the year before that. I'm starting to wonder, is this near the end for iCast? How many more iCasts do we have? Let's talk about that tonight. But let's run down the new product showcases, what we're excited about, what we're going to buy, what we're not going to buy. And to help me break down that, we're having Brian Punch Fishing joining HellaBass Live on a Wednesday night, presented by Arsenal Fishing, boosted by Powerhouse Lithium. So,
hello.
Instead of doing research, I would just bring Brian on because he probably did more than I did. So,
you'll be surprised to know that I've done zero research. The only research I've done is the stuff I've seen on Instagram and people's stories, but I haven't really gone through I know Bassmaster posted their paid preview section. So I'm guessing we're going to go through that, but I haven't seen too much about like what's coming out other than just the, that's good. What are you drinking tonight?
I just got water. I got a little ice cream to finish.
Oh, what kind of, all right, flavor. What kind of ice cream are you eating?
It's like a fudge brownie type, chocolate fudge brownie ice cream.
Excellent.
I threw in some blueberry strawberries, so it's basically a salad.
Yeah, totally. Oh, it's got fruit. Yeah, totally. It's got fruit. That counts as healthy.
So if there's things you guys want us to touch on, go ahead and throw them in the comments, and I'll star them, and we'll get to them.
I'm having some Bell's Tropical Hop Slam. I've never had this before. Brand new. It was in my fridge. I'm like, oh, maybe I should actually like drink it. Yeah, I am alive. I'm very alive on Instagram. I just haven't posted much to YouTube in the last couple, 2 months. I've been very busy. Work has been slamming the last couple of months, so kind of been my main focus. I have been out fishing a lot. Like I've been on my boat quite a bit in the last, 4 or 5 weeks.
Well, that's always good. He has been posting smallmouth and largemouth to his stories.
But my largemouth fishing has been much better than my smallmouth fishing lately. How many people? I suppose I should fire up some of these things here. So just let everybody know, if you stick around tonight, I went and dug into my archive and I got a whole bunch of tackle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I got 6 baits. I'll throw them all as a package and we'll give them away, but we got to wait till later to make people stick around.
Might have some Arsenal stuff to give away tonight too.
So as a preview, I got a couple juicy things in this giveaway I'm going to do. One of them is going to be a perch colored 110 Junior, brand new, and a used to be hard to find frog. This frog was for a long time. You couldn't find these things because they didn't produce them. But the Depths Slither K. Have you ever thrown a Slither K before?
No, but you're 2 for 2 on JDM things so far.
I do have some non-JDM though, but I wanted to show the bougie stuff so people stick around. But we'll give these away tonight, plus some other stuff. So what's new with you?
Yeah.
How you been?
I've been fishing some tournaments. Signed up for the Panaprog on Saturday. Not looking forward to fishing Lake Marion, but
wait, isn't that in your backyard?
It is. It's been a little stingy lately, so we'll see. It's one of my least favorite lakes. But when there's a tournament 5 minutes from your house, I feel compelled to fish it.
So why is it just stingy as in boat traffic, pressure, or just it's just not on a good cycle?
I don't know. It looks good. It's not a super high density lake. So I'm not sure.
Not sure what's going on.
Why it fishes so. I don't know.
So what would you predict?
It's probably going to take 20 pounds to win, but it's not like you're going to go out and crush them.
So you still think someone might sack a 20-pound bag, and then everyone else will have like 9 pounds? Is it going to be one of those?
It could be, but it could turn on too, and like it could take 18 pounds to get a check.
Gotcha. So I've been following you a little bit on Classic Bass. It looks like Vermilion went pretty good, but your river day was not so great. I haven't watched your river. Have you posted your river video yet?
No.
Okay, that's why I haven't seen it then. So what you want to give us a preview? Like what went down on your river Classic Bass?
I mean, we kind of did a whole breakdown last week, but
I missed that. Sorry.
I thought I had a juice hole. the juice hole dried up in the first half.
Wait, say that again?
As
You thought you had what?
a juice hole, like a little hidey hole that was full of them,
Oh,
and
juice
it
hole.
didn't have them.
You said juice hole so fast. I thought it was like a different word. Okay.
Like a hole.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Scrounged out a few fish to survive the first half, and then the second half was even worse. I don't know. I just didn't make the adjustments.
So here's a question. What did some of the people who did really well do differently? Were they just in better areas? Were they targeting?
A lot of the people that like did okay just fished main river stuff, and I kind of avoided that. Like I was really trying to find the areas where I could like catch numbers of largemouth stacked up. And I kind of ignored the obvious Smalley River current main river stuff, and that stuff played for several people to have decent finishes.
Gotcha. So you kind of were like, I'm going to zig while everyone else is zagging, and then the zagging would have been better, or the zigging.
I'm gonna ignore the obvious. So
yeah, that always happens, right? Like that happened on a green tournament. Like, I don't know if you know Green Lake up in Chisago, but there's basically one spot. Yeah, there's one point that is great, and
Lindbergh Point, right?
Yep, we didn't fish it, and then the guy who won it was sitting on the point, and a school of 3-4 pounders came right in. They whacked on him, and then they ended up crushing everybody with like a 23-pound bag, and it was just the most obvious spot. It's like, okay, yep, same old.
So what do you think? How many years left do we have iCast?
Well, that's not a question you and I can really answer. That's more of a.
I mean, it's a speculation, right? Sure, but like,
right? Because I don't know what I don't pay attention to like vendor or paid attendance, like the people who actually spend money to market and set up booths there. Like, is that going down? Is that the same as last year? Because those statistics like that marketing people would have around like the investment into iCast versus like an ROI, that would give you a good indicator. But like us just kind of guessing from the sidelines.
We do know
interesting
that Berkeley
who's not there this year
and not attending this year.
Berkeley
has built basically a showroom showcase in South Carolina where they're going to host media, and they basically don't plan to go to iCast anymore.
That's a big one because they're usually there pushing with hard pushes on whatever stuff they got. Like they're yeah, that's interesting because they're one of the because. From what I understand is there's a lot of big box buyers that go to iCast, and a lot of it is whining and dining and networking. Maybe Berkeley just doesn't need iCast, right? Maybe they're just like, hey, we're topped out. There's no more, I guess, market share to grab.
With the internet and YouTube and social media, I think you could argue that iCast is much less important than it used to be.
I mean, it's an industry event, right? It's meant for buyers to go around and make orders and look at products. I mean, so I will say, I think what you said earlier about like, hey, I've heard the least amount of hype for iCast this year. To me, and this kind of trails into my day job too, hype is a direct result of good marketing, right? So if we're seeing less hype, that probably means there's less marketing pushes lighting fires to get people talking about stuff, right? So does that mean marketing budgets and marketing is on a downswing? Like companies are like, hey, we just don't want to spend a whole bunch of money trying to get people interested in things that are coming out on iCast? Or is there just less stuff? Or is it both? Do you know what I mean?
Right. Was it a reflection of companies not putting as much stock in iCast? Did they do more at the Classic? Did they do more at just whenever it's ready? I don't know.
Yeah, I would love to talk. I would love to talk to like some product people and understand like where are they at with like releases? Like how has the changing economy and tariffs and everything affected their product release life cycle? Because to me, it seems like not as much stuff is coming out. And I'm guessing that's just a factor of the economy and like that maybe the stuff they're taking time to build and design is just going to take that much longer to come out now. Or, you know what I mean? Like, I just, are products going to come fast and furious like they were 3-4 years ago? Or if you're building a new bait, it might be a 24-month cycle to get it out to customers. You know what I mean? Like, I bet you everything is just slowed down. Who knows though? That's just my.
I think people are just now. They're either, at least for bass fishing, right? And we're looking at this through the lens of bass fishing. And iCast is a whole lot more than that, right? It's
saltwater,
freshwater, it's saltwater. There's a lot, but I think a lot of, at least bass fishing, more companies are shifting to launch at the Classic and more just launching stuff when it's ready.
I'm not surprised because I've talked to, I was talking to St. Croix, some St. Croix brass at one of the shows at the sports show, and they just said the vibe and overall excitement and biggest impact with the marketing dollars is happening at Bassmaster Classic and not iCast. If you're gonna do a media push or a product push, your money is better invested at Bassmaster Classic than iCast. But also different audiences and different. It's that's a fan event, whereas iCast is an industry event. I don't know. Is it apples and oranges though? I don't know.
Yeah. And it's the time of year, I think, right?
Yeah, do you get
people are more excited to buy fishing stuff in March than they are in July. Well, if they're gonna especially rods and reels and depth find, I mean, you're gonna buy lures all year, but you're, I mean, if you look at your curve of spending through the year, you're probably ramping up February into April is where you probably peak, and then it probably starts tailing down through the summer, right?
Yeah. Spring is definitely the peak of the mountain for sure. Also, I noticed that a lot of stuff at iCast is stuff you already know or even can go buy. It's a new product, even though it came out in the spring, like you said, to tackle that or get that spring buyer, right? And then there's not too much stuff that's saved, and it seems to me stuff that's loaded in the chamber and saved to announce at iCast doesn't even really come out until the fall or even the next following year. You know what I mean?
And that's one thing some companies are starting to do is actually try to have their stuff ready. I know last year, Great Lakes Finesse had all their stuff in at Omni and other places so that you could buy it during iCast at the customers.
Right.
And I think that's a big deal, to be honest. For me, I'm much more inclined to grab something when the excitement, the hype. But if I have to wait 6 months after the announcement, I start to
well, you forget about it, literally.
You forget about it. You start to realize, you kind of talk yourself out of it in some, right? You're I don't really need that. But when you see something and you're ooh, that's new. And then it's you kind of make that impulse buy.
Yeah, that's a great point. What's funny is if I go to Omnia's website, which we should do after we go through some of these products, because they're already starting to load up some of the new stuff. They don't have them in stock yet, but the product pages are starting to be loaded up. And you notice the theme with the soft plastics right when you go to Omnia and you go sort by new. The iCast theme is very right in your face.
Yeah.
3 fuzz baits right out the gate from Z-Man.
I do think it is actually cheaper to go to the Classic than it is to iCast as well. From a
that's
booth standpoint.
That's a great question. I would love to know what a booth at iCast costs versus.
Plus, you can actually sell stuff at the Classic and actually create revenue. Obviously, you can create revenue from buyer purchase orders, retailer purchase orders, but.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah, I mean, just with everything in bass fishing right now, it's on a downswing. iCast is on a downswing. Product releases are on a downswing. I don't know if people fishing is on a downswing. So what's interesting, Rich, is our tournament league I fish in. It's called Greenhorn. I think our numbers are up a little bit from last year. We didn't have a big drop off this year with people fishing the league, and I don't know. It doesn't seem like less people are out. It seems like the same amount of people are out fishing. You know what I mean? To me, just anecdotally.
I don't see more spaces at the boat ramps.
However, if you look at I don't pay too much attention to the mid-tier tournament series, but it seems like I've seen a lot of YouTubers kind of complaining about the low entrance at Toyotas and some of these mid-range high. not the highest of the high, but the next level down. Like it seems like a lot of those tournaments are not getting the pools and the amount of people kicking money.
The Minnesota Bass Nation Team Trail didn't fill this year, and they had been filled the last few years.
You know what? I don't know if you noticed this, but I noticed on Facebook there was a lot, like going into the spring, there was a lot of a few spots left posts for a lot of leagues. Like a lot of leagues were really pushing how few remaining spots there are. And you saw a lot of those few remaining spots for like a month. I was like, I think they're really trying to fill out the leagues in some of these local things. Yeah, that's interesting. I guess it's all going to shake out at the end of the year, right? Like you can kind of look at everything in a totality. St. Croix's new high-end rod looks nice. I have not seen the new St. Croix rods yet because they killed off the Legend X line. So this must be that replacement. So maybe that's on the product page. I'm excited to react to that live. I know you're not a St. Croix rod guy, but it'll be interesting to see what they got going on. Oh, we got Tackle Talk. What's up,
Andrew?
Yeah, Andrew.
Hopefully his hair's looking good.
So when you pull up a comment, I see it. I don't see it here on our there. Okay, there we go.
So they have a new feature where you can overlay it like continuous on the bottom right too.
Oh, okay. I'm not used to the new StreamYard features. Anyway.
Yeah.
Production meeting live on air.
Yeah, you haven't been on YouTube or StreamYard in like 6 months, so
these things have probably been out for a while, right? And I'm like, oh, new stuff. But yeah,
should we start looking at some stuff?
This is gonna be great because some of this stuff I've only maybe seen 2% of this, so I'm very excited to react to this as we go here. Okay, remember, this is not all of the iCast stuff. This is the stuff that the brands have paid Bassmaster to put into their preview.
Or at least pitched to them or got on their radar. Or
no, this is all paid content, dude. You have to pay to get into this post.
So the Flashpoint that came out at the Classic, didn't it? I mean, this has been out for a while. You've been able to buy these for a while.
It's supposedly a jerkbait with some lead in the. This is supposed. Wait, would you indulge me in reading?
Maybe it's the junior and the deep size is what's new at iCast. The Flashpoint's been out already.
Can you indulge me?
New sizes.
Can I ask you to indulge a little bit on reading some of the copy and if we can find some ridiculous marketing copy, because some of the copy in these bait descriptions are usually really funny. We don't have to read every single one of them, but if anyone sees any good copy, call it out, because sometimes these things are written by AI and they're really silly.
I mean, their stick is that they put a metal blade in the head so it's easier to see on front-facing sonar. I've never bought it.
That makes no fucking sense because Sonar does not care what the material it's more about the size. Because anyway, as someone,
I don't think that's true.
I don't
like a jig head gives a harder return than a soft plastic.
That's fair. That's fair. But is a little sliver of lead in a plastic bait.
You get a flat, like solid surface, so you can get a good hard return off of it.
Okay, I fish jerkbaits fairly often with forward-facing sonar, and
they're not that hard to see.
That was my point. A jerkbait without a little piece of lead poking out of the head shows up just fine. I can see a regular jerkbait with little to no issue on my Active Target 2 with my HDS Pro. So I don't see why I need I get it. It's to catch fishermen, not fish. Okay, so what is this?
The Dirty Jigs they've had a weekender, which I believe is, I think their other jigs cost like $6-7, and this is their $4 jig lineup.
So is $4 that's cheap, right?
Right.
By today's standard, that's affordable Walmart price for a jig. So is that why it's called
necessarily
weekender?
Like cutting edge, but you're not getting a hand-tied skirt, right? You're getting a band. You're not getting rattles. You're getting a basic quality jig, a VMC hook instead of like a Gamakatsu or something like that, and you're getting a $4 jig.
Okay, so the term weekender is like it's not a tournament professional jig. This is like for average Joe, blue collar guy. Gotcha. Okay, I sure, cool. $4 jig looks like any other swim jig.
So they've got a swimming jig and they got a casting jig.
Okay, I would see. You know what I don't like when they do jig pictures for promo? The jig really needs to be seen from the front. The side profile of jigs never tell you really what it looks like. You need to see it. I'd rather see a jig straight forward than from the side. You know what I'm saying?
And ideally, you want to see both.
Right. Like you can't tell what like is this like super flat? Is it bullet shaped? Like it's hard to tell with that. Not maybe not the swim jig, but the next one. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah.
People love dirty jigs, man. That's a brand that is definitely not falling off.
I like the move to come out with something that's more affordable, more accessible, right? It's like coming out with a $99 fishing rod, a $4 jig, right? So
someone says, "Whatnot, you can get jigs for $1 or $2." That's it's funny.
Yeah, it's true.
You could probably get these jigs for $1 or $2 in a couple months on Whatnot.
I don't know if the Weekender is the right branding. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not.
It is weird, but almost all fishing branding is terrible. So that's just par for the course. Oh, so we got
Great Lakes Finesse Marabou jig.
Okay, so Great Lakes.
Is this already out?
Yeah, I was gonna say I thought they already had a hair jig. Okay, but let's see. Premium Marabou jig crafted for serious anglers who demand quality and performance. Blah blah blah. So it's a Gami 604, which I'm assuming is probably a very popular hook for most Marabou jigs.
This is already available at Omnia.
And it's $7. So I get it. Hair's kind of gotten more popular in the last couple of years. They're just adding. The thing is, like, I get Great Lakes is just trying to fill out all of the categories, right? Like they got to have a Ned bait, they got to have a hair jig, they got to have a strolling bait. Oh, so they're already in stock. Okay.
Except for 330 black, everything else is in stock. Well, and
okay. Why do you need this many colors in a hair jig? Like literally you need like 3, right? Something light, something dark, and then something brownish. Like that's pretty much all serious hair fishermen throw anyways. It's kind of funny that there's 4 colors. Whatever. Yeah, cool. $7 hair jig. What is is that a good price point for a hair jig? It seems a little high.
I mean, like chicken jigs, right? They're like 15.
Yeah, but they're like 5 times the size.
This is but like labor wise, right? Like it still takes about the same amount of time to tie.
Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean.
And tied jigs. You can't mass produce these like you can a silicone jig.
No, fair enough. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Maybe it's reasonable. And the other thing too, hair jigs.
This is the first thing on the list that I probably will actually buy and try.
Okay. Here's the thing about hair jigs. I have bought probably about 7 hair jigs in my entire fishing career. I probably still have 5 of them. I don't lose hair jigs that much because it seems like pike don't really go after hair jig. I never break a hair jig off. Like I literally have the same. I think I have the same 2 hair jigs I've used for the last 4 years. So my point is, you can probably just buy 1 or 2 and you're good. Unless you get hung on a rock, I guess. If you let them drop to the rocks, that might be the only time you lose them. Or maybe
wants you to get one of the Great Lakes Finesse rods and review it.
Wait, they have a rod line coming out?
No, it's already out. It came out at the Classic, I think.
Oh, I can't wait to see rods.
They're in your they're $400 rods, I think.
What? Who makes them? They can't make them. Anyway, we'll have to deep dive on that later. All right, so this is because didn't Great Lakes Finesse put out a ton of new stuff at Classic this year? Like they had a new Ned bait.
The only bad part is they don't have. I think they only sell them through their website. I don't think you can get them at Omnia. The Great Lakes.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
All right, so we got the Strike King Hogfather Jr. So this is a collaboration between Tater Hog Custom Lures, and Strike King. So this is like the Spro KGB Chad. This is the Strike King Hogfather Jr. So you got a $45 glide bait. I'm not sure how this is. They don't actually tell us how long it is or what it weighs. That's a fail.
Right. Well, they tell you the price.
Yeah, but is this a 4-inch glide bait? Is this an 8-inch glide bait?
That's a very good point. Glide baits are not my thing, so I couldn't even. I mean, it says junior. What are juniors usually? Those are usually
like 5. I think it's like a 5-inch, but yeah, it would be good to know.
Yeah, junior has got to be like under 6.
But you'd like to think that if it's going to have the Tater Hog name on it, it should be decent. Much like the Spro KGB is not a great glide bait, but it's a decent glide bait for the money.
I have one. I've used it a few times, and I keep forgetting I have it. I'm so bad with swim baits. Like,
yeah, I mean, I like the fact that they are not just coming out with their own bait and they're actually working with a company versus just knocking off somebody. So for that, you get a thumbs up.
Well, they're taking the Spro playbook, right? Because Spro collabed. Right. They must have. I think they sold a lot of them. So I think it's.
I think there's already a Hogfather Jr. in the Tater Hog line. This is just the injected version. All right, Nichols Lure Dust Spoon.
I am not a spoon guy, so I don't know anything about that.
We don't really fish spoons in Minnesota all that much. We don't have shad, and our water freezes before we really get to throw spoons much. Well, really, this would be an ice bait in Minnesota.
So
it's 7 inches and 2 ounces. So if that's a 7-inch glide in 2 ounces at $45, if it's a good bait, that's solid. That's a really good value for, right? That's like
7-inch for under 50. I mean, they obviously
$10, $20, $15, $20 cheaper than the Spro. It's more in line with the Buka injected trick shad.
Spro KGB Chad Chad was like $40. Am I wrong?
No, or maybe it's not. I thought it was like 60. No, I thought it was like 60 or 70.
If only we had the internet to look this up.
60 bucks.
So that is definitely
cheaper.
So I know that's a mega. Oh yeah, that's an iSlide. I know that just by looking at the picture. Okay, so Megabass does have a couple interesting things coming out from what I was looking at. So I don't know much about the iSlide lineup.
So is this just a new size?
Someone in the chat's going to have to.
This is the Revolution model.
Yeah, the 265R. Okay, Megabass iSlide nerds, tell us why this is unique and why it should cost $90.
It has Revolution Model Series engineering.
Whoa! It's the Type R of the iSlides. Anyone remember that reference? Honda Civic Type R. It's the Type R iSlide.
So all right, Megabass Karashi spinner.
Okay, so this is interesting because Megabass has made hard baits with props on them before. There's a bait called the Explose. You ever heard of that?
Sure.
Okay, so it had props on the front and the back, and it ran just subsurface. Really cool baits, got bit. But the problem, Rich, with the Megabass prop baits is you get a smallie that's a decent size that hits it, thrashes, jumps around, does all its business. You land the fish. The prop is like completely bent and all crazy. And then you try to bend it back, and I could never get the action to be the same as it was out of the box. So my worry with this particular bait is you get hit by a pike or a big bass and they take it for a ride. Can you get that prop back in the configuration it needs to be to have the same action that it was intended? In my past history with Megabass and prop baits, that is not going to be the case. So you're going to spend $20 on this thing, catch 3 fish on it, and then be mad that it doesn't run and plop and do the same thing it did last time, because Megabass is super.
Sounds like most JDM baits,
right? So I don't know if that's the case with that bait, but that does not instill confidence in me based on the explosives.
So this is a subsurface, motion type,
which is what the Explose was, and it's a great bait until it didn't run right anymore because all the props got all messed up. Oh, someone says, is that kind of maybe intended to be a spy bait?
No, it says subsurface.
Okay, so you're not supposed to let it drop and do stuff.
I don't think so.
So the Eye by Eye Blowy, this is already available. Some shops already got these things. This is just a really shallow running S-crank. So like they made the S-crank and they made the bill different on this for running really subsurface. I think it only goes down like a foot or two. It does look like a really great.
All right.
Oh, we got to talk about this next one. I saw this.
This one actually, this is one of the few baits I've actually seen some social media posts to support it. Right. So this has the Rapala, basically Chapo / plopper, right? The interesting thing here, it has a metal tail and it's got a blade to create a clacker.
It's a Chapo with a hat.
Yeah, but it's a metal blade and it's got a metal clacker. It definitely, from what I've heard of it, it sounds more buzzbaity than the other. Sounds like a hard body buzzbait more than it sounds like a plopper.
So this is just more of Rapala. I'm surprised they didn't brand this Crush City, to be honest. It's interesting that it's branded Rapala. I guess Crush City doesn't have hard baits yet, so maybe that's why. But yeah, this is basically, hey, we took a Chapo and a Whopper plopper and it got a piercing. I don't. Yeah, this could be interesting. It seems like Whopper ploppers.
Does have rotating hook hangers.
Oh, cool. You know, do you use a plopping bait anymore? It seems like they've definitely not gotten as popular.
Occasionally.
I haven't tied on a plopping bait in probably 3 years. But I do still tie on buzz baits, and I don't know why I don't throw the plopper.
This would be a good question. Like, how does it, like that joint, like ploppers and chapos foul really easily, and so if they've done anything with that joint to make it foul less, then this could make it a productive bait.
Yeah,
is.
This is one of those things people will.
Ounce. It's a 110, so that's the same as the one that's 4 inches basically.
Right. This is gonna be one of those baits a lot of people will probably buy and then forget they have or use it twice and then put it away.
It's a little more expensive than the Chapo and the plopper at $20. So they went premium, much like they did with the Jowler.
Okay, let's talk about the Jowler real quick because that was a classic. Have you used it yet? I actually have been throwing the Jowler.
I have not, but I probably will buy one before my next tournament on the river.
Okay. The only thing the Jowler does that other walking baits don't really do is it like spits water up. Like it's like gives it like almost a rooster tail. Like when you pop it, it like shoots water. Like it's pretty dramatic. I'm like, and it doesn't move very much. It kind of digs into the water, shoots water up, and then it digs again. So it's like chunk, chunk. So it's like it kind of puts on a show when you really get it going. You know, the thing I don't like about the Jowler is when you make it's really easy to cast a long distance because it's pretty heavy and you can launch the Jowler. When you get it down to the very end of the cast, getting it started is a little coin flippy. Like when you do that first couple twitches, sometimes it doesn't get into the walk. So you got to kind of really intently get it going. But once it's in the walk, it's good to go. But I noticed that the further you cast it out, the harder it is to like get it.
Are you throwing it on mono or braid?
I braid. So 30-pound braid, but then I do like a little.
I was just wondering if it was the stretch in your line with mono making it hard to start up.
I use a little. Actually, right now I have a fluorocarbon leader. Like I have a little fluorocarbon mono leader just to not fall off the hooks. But yeah, it's 30-pound braid. But no, but once it gets going, it really throws water. It's kind of cool.
So we've got
not gotten a bite on it yet, though.
12. So we've got. Was it 2 years ago they filled in the 8? Now they've got a 12.
Because it went 10, 14, right? DT10,
10, 14, 16, 20.
So now we
have 4, 12. 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So I guess next year, DT18's coming out.
But Rich, and then they can start doing the even numbers.
Odd numbers?
Or odd numbers. I just screwed up my joke. Yeah, because they're gonna run out of increments in odd numbers. Or even, God, now I'm screwed up. Anyway, they're going to need a DT1, a DT3, a DT5, a DT7.
It does have internal baritone rattle chamber, so this is a rattling bait.
Wait,
so
DTs don't rattle. They're always solid balsa, right?
This one rattles.
Is this the first DT that rattles?
There's been some that have rattled, but most of them are silent.
Interesting.
Rapala floater elites. Now we're bringing back the floato minnow with
what makes it elite
tubs and better hooks.
The elite means it's going to be $6 or $7 more. That's what it means.
It's going to be $16, and it's going to have the whatchamacallit hooks, the new VMC hooks, right?
Okay, so the
What do they call the new VMCs?
red line.
Red line hooks. Yeah, those look like red line hooks.
So they added the premium hooks. They say a premium balsa wood. Okay, whatever that means.
But I'm not fishing at that, so let's keep moving. Snare 50. So this is a little baby lipless.
Oh, you know who this is aimed after? The BFS crowd, I bet. This is for the BFS bros.
I mean, isn't it? Don't we already have the rip and wrap in this size? What do we need this for?
I don't know. I've never bought a rip and wrap I haven't bought a rip and wrap since I was like 17. How much is that though? Oh, only $8. Okay. So it must not be elite.
Shimano Gravitator, which I actually saw this in
Gravitator. I will say Shimano's
Alex Weatherall's boat. It's a classic.
So I don't know anything about this.
It's a Shimano glide bait.
But like the other swim bait post, it doesn't say the size or the weight.
It's got the flash boost technology in it. It's a full size. It's a 220, right? Like that's like an 8-inch.
Have you had any of the Shimano baits with the flash boost yet, like in your hand and played with them? They are mesmerizing because they have the little foil piece of metal that like wiggles, and it's on a really light spring. So when you're holding it still twitches because even the littlest movement makes the little flash. So on an engineering level, the flash boost is kind of cool. Does it catch any more fish or do anything other than just look cool? I have no idea. But it is interesting tech how they came up with that flash boost.
Right. Rosary Pro Series 110.
So if
this is just hologram finish,
that looks like
new weight transfer system, magnetic weight transfer system.
So we've seen magnetic transfer systems many times. Jackal does one.
Yep.
So it's a 110. What's the price? Oh, look at that,
$15. So decent.
Yeah, that's like kind of in line with Yozuri. They're always just over like 10 to $15 usually. I've never thrown a Yozuri jerkbait in my life. I don't know anything about if they're any good. This popper looks nice though. Let me guess. Oh yeah, $15. Okay, Pro Series
also has a weight transfer system.
Very interesting. What sets it apart is a dual action capability. Oh, Rich, a popper that has 2 actions. Isn't that revolutionary? You mean it can pop and walk? Oh my goodness.
You can whop a Rebel Popper. So
you can pop and walk almost every popper. If you
Yozuri glide bait, $25. 7 inches.
Have you noticed a theme? Have you noticed a theme? All the bigger brands are gliding left and right. Like everyone's got a glide coming out, right? Because what have we seen? We've seen the Shimano glide. We've seen like 4 glides now.
Yep.
Okay, so everyone's like, and that's Finesse, but it seems like the swim baiters are getting a lot of new options here.
Pro Series Shad. This was a walleye bait.
That looks like a deep diver too. That looks exactly like a walleye bait. You're 100% right. That should go on a planer board behind your Lund. wait, what is it called? Oh, Pro Series Shad. Come on, Yuzuri. You got to come up with more catchy names.
It's $15. Like a shad wrap and a money badger had a baby.
Oh, all right. We're into jointed.
The baby jack released at the Classic. I already have these. I already fished them. We don't really need to talk about these. They're already been out for 5 months.
Fair. What other size?
Z-Man Chatterbait Micromax. What
the fuck does max mean if it's called Micromax? What is the max part? Is that the big?
Well, they have the mini max. So this is the Micromax. So this must be the true like BFS chatterbait.
But what's the word max mean? I don't understand.
I don't know. They have the mini max.
The word max.
So I don't know why the mini max is called the mini max, but this is the Micromax.
Which is the micro must be smaller than the mini.
This is the bait finesse version of chatterbait. It says it right here.
Oh my God. And let me guess, they're going to have an entire line of trailers just for this that are going to be like 2 inches. This is a crappie bait at this point, don't you think? Crappies would eat the crap out of
this. If we had not passed our year-round bass season, I'd probably be buying these to go fish for crappies next spring.
Minnesota crappies in the grass would absolutely smash this thing. 100%.
All right, soft bait time.
That's it for hard baits? That's kind of disappointing.
We got 23 soft bait entries. Oh, 22.
Well,
All right.
23 paid soft bait.
Big Bites, Sensation, Cliffhanger. So the Cliffhanger worm already exists. I think it just comes out in the Sensation lineup now.
Is that
So
just a scent?
So this is like a
oil
power
thing?
bait worm coming out in a max scent version.
You know, Big Bite makes great stuff. I still use a lot of Big Bite stuff. They're a way solid plastic company. I have anything they put out is probably going to be pretty good. Rock bass kill the baby. Rock bass eat everything, man. They're like one of the most aggressive fish in the whole freaking lake.
Oh, here we go.
We got our first sighting of
Sensation stick.
Hey, we need to have a running count. How many fuzzy baits we see? This is number one. So the drinking game. When you see a fuzzy bait, take a swig.
So this is a drop shot bait.
How big is it?
It's $48.99.
That's got to be a typo. There's no way this is it had to be $4.89. There's no way this is $50. This is a complete typo. It has to be. Can someone confirm that is a typo? Because if this is $50, they're going to sell 0 of them. And Big Bites isn't a bougie bait. Like their stuff's normally priced like Zoom. There has to be a typo. I hope to God it's a typo. Anyway, it doesn't say how big it is.
Yes, 5-pack. So they're like $10 a piece.
Oh, for a 5-pack, not 5 baits. Why would they even put that in there? That's so stupid.
Let's see here. No, it looks like it's $8.99. It's on the baits.com website.
All right, no big deal then. All right, so it's $9.
So they accidentally added a 4.
Okay, so 4-inch. That means it's basically kind of a Ned bait, a drop shot bait, I guess. Because you're not gonna like wacky rig this thing. Well, maybe you could at 4-inch. 4-inch, you can wacky rig a 4-inch worm. I don't know. Whatever, man. We're in the fuzz era now. Everybody's chasing OSP.
Which is funny because Tightlines UV did this like 10 years ago and it was a bust.
Well, okay, explain that to me. I don't know that reference.
Tightlines UV, like a bait company. I think they're still around. They did it differently.
Someone educate us here. Okay. Tightlines UV. Oh.
But they did more like clumpy appendages.
Well, it looks like a jig skirt.
Right. Instead of like sporadic, they did like skirt appendages in their baits, I guess.
So, but yeah, you're right. It's the same type of thing. So right now they're just sticking fuzzy stuff in dice, balls, and little stick baits. But these guys are, oh, look at that. They call them whiskers. Oh my gosh, they have a ton of them. Oh, they even have a Yakko.
I mean, they would just absolutely kill the action of a fluke, though.
But
like, they would know what, right? With all that drag, it no longer operates like a fluke.
0 chance. But it looks amazing. That looks like.
You know what this would probably be good is if you rip the skirt off your chatterbait and just put this on there instead.
Good point. It looks like an 80s hair metal band trapped in a bait. Like Steel Panther, the bait. Okay.
So the Thresher worm, this is their new drop shot worm.
So you know why it's called Thresher, right?
Because it's supposed to look like a Thresher shark tail.
Yeah, it has the Thresher shark tail. So my thing is, I was like, was someone at Big Bite watching Discovery Channel Shark Week or something, and we're just like, hey, Thresher shark tail is kind of cool looking. I'm gonna make a bait out of that. I don't understand the point of this bait. Like, I guess it's just supposed to be a drop shot, another drop shot bait.
Yeah, Drew Gill did a promo on it a while ago and explained why it was, he said something about like a lot of the drops, the smallie baits are super small. So this is a bigger profile, but has the right action to like catch smallies.
I challenge that with a 6-inch robo worm has been catching smallmouth for a bazillion years, and that's not small.
Crush City the Jerk. So I believe this was a Canadian only Crush City bait, and now they're bringing it out to the US.
So it's a fork tail mare. No, not the mare. The what's their I don't remember all the Crush City baits off the top of my head. But it's the fork tail version.
It's basically a fluke. You're saying the
You know what I'm talking about?
Mooch.
Yeah, no, not the mooch. The freeloader. It's a freeloader with a fork tail.
It's a little smaller than the freeloader, though.
Oh, it's got different ribbing too. Okay, never mind. So it's not the mirror, or it's not.
It's more like the Rapala Z2.
Oh, okay. But it's gonna have a wide little fork tail.
It is TPE as well, so it is a Lastech type material.
Okay, real quick, since we can go through these baits, but I want your overall opinion so far on Crush City baits. Like, have you tried any of them? Do you have any thoughts, opinions?
I mean, the Bronco Bug, solid, catches them.
I haven't used it.
I haven't done great on the Mooch.
I have been throwing the Mooch, and I have found, which is weird, I'll stroll and throw my usual stroll baits, like a Sakamata or I like the what's the Jackal drift fry. So I'll throw like the usual JDM baits, and sometimes the school will like look at it, not eat it. And then I fired a mooch minnow in there, and I've gotten like a bite when I wasn't getting a bite before. So, and I have found that walleyes really do like the mooch minnow. Mooch minnow has been like a pretty decent chucking it into a walleye school bait, and you're going to get one of them to bite. So I've had some decent action on a mooch minnow, especially in the last couple of weeks.
Their Ned bait's solid.
The Ned bait's fine. You know what? I've kind of been a little disappointed in the cleanup craw. I've been Texas rigging the cleanup craw, and it ain't getting me very many bites. I don't know why.
It as a jig trailer, it does pretty good, but it's not like I'd rather. I mean, the durability is not.
Yeah, I've just been straight Texas rigging and flipping it around grass, and I didn't really gotten any action.
I mean, it's a fine craw. I don't think it does anything better than.
Then I just throw on a Strike King Rage Bug and I catch something. It's like. All right, so we got a fork tail.
So we have a salted Ned roll. So we got a.
So they added a tail to their Ned bait, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing as their Ned bait. This reminds me of the. This isn't a knockoff, but this definitely seems inspired by the missile. Do you remember when the missile did this, where they took the Ned bait and added a little like flappy tail?
Ned bomb.
Ned bomb, exactly. This reminds me of the Ned bomb.
It also has a little bit of like Erie Darter vibe. A little bit.
True.
Like the tail.
Wait, someone said Ned BLT and Mooch Minnow rigged on a Ned has been killing it. Yeah. Oh,
actually, the Mayor low key is a really good little swim bait.
I have not used the Mayor yet.
And much more durable than a K-Tech or other those swimmers.
Okay, Bronco Bug as a swim jig trailer. That's kind of interesting.
I think he's saying the Bronco Bug and then the Mayor as a swim jig trailer, not the Bronco Bug as a swim jig trailer. I think he's saying I flipped the Bronco Bug and then also used the Mayor.
Oh, I get you. Two different things. Because you just kind of Texas rigged the Bronco Bug.
I'm sure it'll be fine. I'm not going to rush out and get it, but
so anecdotally, have you talked to people who sell Crush City at tackle shops right now? They're one of the most reordered baits. Like Crush City is definitely the most like trendy plastics to get sold at most like mom and pop tackle shops right now. Like people are really scooping them up. So like they're quick movers from what I've heard. So
except for when they buy too many at Fleet Farm and they're in the discount bin because they have 4,000 pegs of them.
Well, bass fishermen don't go to Fleet Farm. It's all. I'm not surprised.
All right, this is 1.8 inch ace.
Ooh, that's tiny.
This is a little baby minnow.
This is like a crappie trout. This ain't a bass bait. Who's throwing a 1-2 inch?
So it's a 1.8 and a 3 inch.
All right. Wait, what does it say? Similar to the beta size. Oh, there's a bigger one, of course. Okay. So we got the little teeny ace, $12. Of course, everything Evergreen.
We're missing it. The trend is bigger minnows, not smaller. You're missing it, Evergreen.
Well, scroll down.
Never mind. There's the big one.
That's funny.
So this is the last ace. So this has got a little different shape than the other ace that Evergreen has, right?
They come in multiple sizes. So there's a last ace 128, which is the first one that came out was like the bigger one. It's like a 5-inch. Then they came up with the 103, which is this one, the 4-inch, and then they added 2 smaller sizes to the last ace.
Is this the normal fins or is this different?
I don't know. I've had some good action. I've had some good luck with the what's it called? The bigger last ace.
Yeah, these are like a new version.
Oh yeah, they have a completely different profile.
So they've added some little fins for more rolling action, I guess.
See this one right here, the 128. I've strolled with that one that you just pulled up from Omnia and gotten some like nice bites. Like it's a totally legit snorting bait. Oh, we got to talk about this. This is the new Mega Bass. How do you think we pronounce this? Yogot? Or is that an A or an O?
I think it's pronounced garbage.
Everybody, Rich's joke of the night. Good job. That was
available late spring 2026.
I'm stealing that joke for Instagram. The Mega Bass. No, okay.
So this is a poop bait, is what it is.
It's the Yagot. I would love to know what Yagot means, or it's just like a funny word.
There's a strut walking action in the depths. I'm not a soft plastics JDM guy.
So wait. How big is it? Does it say?
It's a strutting poop.
Right, but is it big? Is it teeny? Who knows?
Again, that's all the other stuff I put in here. Actually knowing what size it is, how many per pack, however priced it is, those are all things you actually want to know.
It doesn't matter because it says not coming out till 2026. So we're gonna hear all about this bait again next Bassmaster Classic.
Evergreen Gezi.
Oh, I already have one of these. This is it's a bug bait. It's like a little bug bait, and I've been throwing it on a free rig. So like a little 1-out EWG hook on this on a free rig. It has a little slow twitchy fall. It's kind of cool. You can get these at Omnia right now. They're already available. I haven't actually gotten a bite on one yet. I've had it tied up and threw it a few times, but I didn't get bit. Yeah, just a little bug bait.
You can actually see the other side profile.
So it is a cool bait. Like it's designed really neat. The
profile you want to see in this picture is more telling than the.
Yes. Oh, look at
1.8 inch. This thing is small.
It is. Look at I had to go to a 1-out EWG hook. So if you click that picture, it's like the second picture in, not that one, the next one. Yeah. So you rig it like that and you put it on a free rig, essentially.
No thanks.
It's pretty cool.
Pass.
That came out
already out.
Yeah, that came out a while ago. Is there any different?
This is the 1.7 inch snack craw in case the 2-inch juvie craw was too big.
I have not gotten a freaking bite on the snack craw, by the way. I've thrown it and I've kind of gave up on it. It has no action. It just, not that it needs action.
I think I caught a couple fish on St. Clair, but I would assume it would be good on that little stupid sniper jig that you like to throw.
Oh wait, the original snack craw was 2.1, so this is a smaller version.
Yes. Yeah.
Why would they?
That's hard to believe that I want a smaller version of that. No thanks.
Because the original one is already super small.
So here's the Great Lakes Finesse swim bait.
This is the Hazadon clone that already came out.
That's smaller.
It's wider too. So I shouldn't say it's a Hazadon clone. It kind of has the same. If you squint, it has the same profile as a Mega Bass Hazadon shad. But when you actually have it in person, it's a much thicker, chunkier, rounder bait.
Rob Kilty says he likes the snack craws and Ned.
All right. Dude, these are Bassmaster Classic baits that they already.
Yeah, this came out at the Classic.
I have a pack of these, and I have yet to actually tie one up.
Yeah, same. Drift Fry 3.0.
So this is a new size in the Drift Fry.
So it's a smaller Drift Fry.
Yeah, the one everyone uses, I think, is
not exactly iCast worthy to come up with a smaller version. So same thing, like
the 4-inch Drift Fry is the 4-inch Drift Fry is the most popular. That's the one everyone's been using for a while. So you got a slightly smaller one now. Cool. What is this?
Missile-Bait's Freedom Flyer.
Is this a chatterbait trailer? It looks like it. Oh, of course, rolling and darting action.
It says it's a minnow jig head minnow bait. Or a weightless jerkbait, or a trailer. It can do it all.
Does it?
Spinnerbait trailer. This is the new freeloader. It can do everything.
Can I just say, this picture makes it look like it's not finished. This looks like
it looks like a turd.
Yeah, it looks like something someone made in their garage. This does not look like a professionally released missile, because missile baits is usually their stuff's usually pretty nice. This looks really bad, like visually. They couldn't have come up with a better picture, a better paint scheme, or something like that.
Guess not.
Am I wrong? Does it look weird?
No, it doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't.
The Spro Hide Up Judy Fish looks like a saltwater bait.
Someone said that missile bait isn't winning a beauty contest. That's funny.
Built-in rolling action.
All right, what is this?
This is a Spro Minnow.
This one looks
$15.99, but we have no idea how many you get for $15.99.
The Judy fish from High. Okay, so here we go. Spro, if you don't know this,
this is a collaboration with Hide Up.
This is a JDM bait.
This is probably a one. This is one bait for $15.99. Then
no way. Oh, you're probably right. Probably not a 3-pack.
Right? If it's like a koiki, it's one bait.
Well, Hide Up is a like a bougier brand of JDM baits. Like they're hand poured or some shit like that. They're not like they're for some reason Hide Up baits cost more than other plastics. So the Judy fish. Wait, okay, we got to talk about this bait, because have you seen the videos of this thing?
Why is this in the soft baits instead of the hard baits?
You're absolutely right. This is whoever at Bassmaster put this together obviously fucked up, because this is
only $130.
Okay, have you seen the videos on this? Because I've seen them 100 times. Can we pull this up real quick? Can you? I'm sorry to make you do this off the top of your head, but we gotta like play the video of these things, because you don't get it until you see it. I would love to know your initial impression, because I already have one.
I mean, I feel like it definitely is going to draw fish.
It's a cool idea. Like, oh, I'm going to have a school of glide baits. But number one, there's only 3 hooks. The lead bait gets a hook. The bottom bait gets 2 hooks. And then that top one has no hooks. Can you change the hook placements on this? Because it doesn't look like there's any more rigging points or hooks. Oh, did you see what MJ just said? That's kind of genius. He said an incredible practice bait. Yes. Okay, great. I want to make sure everyone in chat has seen this video. It's kind of cool, because this is definitely something we've never seen before, right? Like we've never seen.
I mean, like, so in the beginning, they're swimming the same direction. Then they start swimming opposite directions here at the end.
Oh, when you reel it fast, they do that.
I mean, you're going to need a rod to throw this.
Oh, the swim bait dudes already have rods.
Which this is not going to be legal in Bassmaster tournaments.
Here is my number one question, Rich. What is the hookup ratio on this mess going to be? If a fish comes and slaps at it, what is your chances of them getting one of the trebles in their mouth?
I mean, this is an A-rig, swim bait A-rig. Like, this is not, I mean, there's going to be a place in an application for this, but it's not going to be in high-end tournaments because it won't be legal.
You know what I was thinking? Muskie are going to go after this thing. Like, you go this out, this could be a muskie bait. But yeah, man. Do bass really? Okay, I don't know. I want to see real cast to catch videos of this thing and not marketing bullshit. I want to see someone actually hucking this thing around, catching a fish before I'm like, okay, that's a well-designed product. Because my sus rater is peaking at this thing. Because you're right, $130.
7 ounces.
That's it.
Most people don't own rods that throw 7-ounce baits.
Okay, here's the question, Rich. If you have $130 to drop on a swim bait, couldn't you just buy like a pretty nice normal glide bait for that much? Or
the same reason you can't throw a 3-armed umbrella rig in a Bassmaster event. There's no way they're going to allow this if they don't even allow a Minnesota rig, which is
they don't?
5
I didn't know
arms,
that.
1 hook.
You can't throw a Minnesota rig in a Bassmaster?
No.
I did not know that. Today I learned.
There you go. You get them fired up, and then you throw the snack craw in.
You bring the fish out of their cover, and then you throw a strolling bait or a snack.
How is this different than the Big Gabot?
Okay, so I believe this is a smaller. So the Big Gabbit is a pretty big frog. Like it's
garbage frog. Move on.
This I want to talk about. I'm a Haze Dong fanboy, and I want to know what the deal is with this. Haze ST. Okay,
it's a straight tail. It's not a paddle tail. It's a trolling minnow.
Is there anything different? So wait, engineered to elevate strike response, blah, 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 blah. Does it say the size? Okay, from drop shots to mid strolling, an ultra responsive behavior eliminates
This
eliminates
is a Megabass crosstail shad, is what this is.
Okay, remind me what the crosstail shad is.
Jackal crosstail shad. It's a drop shot.
I gotta remember. I know the name. I don't remember this off the top of my head. Yeah, I mean, it's basically, it looks like a Hazedong where they took the boot tail off, right? Like what you're just saying.
Yep. Boring.
Oh, I remember the crosstail shad. Yeah, that's a drop shot bait that was really popular for a while.
So there's a little stroke KGB. They come with a smaller size for $5 less.
What's smaller?
It's
Like
just
5-inch, 4-inch.
Yeah. This is a 120. So yeah, like 4.25.
Okay, this will probably sell. People like the KGB.
I'm surprised though. It's $5 less than the 180.
But Rich, that makes her making more money.
All right, Dice Bait striking
Dice Bait number
tumbleweed. This
2.
was announced at the Classic.
Dice Bait
actually available now.
Dice Bait number 2. So you know what?
4 baits for $10.99.
Okay, I got a small,
which is a deal compared to OSP.
Yeah, OSP you get 5 baits in a pack. So this one is round, so kind of stealing the cue ball.
It's more octagon, but
yeah, okay, fair enough. You're busting out geometry on us. Gotcha. So
this is available at Omnia right now.
Yeah, didn't this come out at Bassmaster Classic?
I mean, it was announced. It wasn't available.
Oh, but they're in stock. Oh, you can go buy one. Do you throw any dice? Period.
I have only the ones I've made myself.
I have a bunch of OSP dice, and I do use it on a drop shot.
Of course you do.
It's not my main. It's not my main drop shot bait, but I actually had one tied up last weekend, and I caught some smallies on it. They do eat the dice.
I think they're a bigger player for smallies than they are largemouth.
100%. I have had way more smallmouth take them than largemouth. I don't even. Yeah. You know what else? Rock bass loves some freaking dice. Like I've had so many rock bass smash an OSP dice. How will I catch bass without my dice bait? So this is dice bait number 2. We got to keep a running count. We're at our second dice bait, which we've already heard about, and you can go buy today.
This looks like garbage.
What the
Storm Surge series? This looks like all the other Storm Wild Eye Shiners they had 10 years ago that were.
Oh, remember the GT 360 or whatever?
How many times do Storm and Live Target and Striking need to come out with pre-rigged minnows to know that nobody wants them and they don't work that great?
We don't want them, but I'm thinking the Walmart crowd, the Bassmaster Pro Shop crowd, people just see these on the shelf and I think they just buy them. Like I think they sell.
Well, then why do they keep disappearing?
Because I think people buy them, then the sales go down, and then they just relaunch it as something new.
Dustin wants to know, what's your setup for drop shotting dice?
I don't, just my normal drop shot setup, and then you just rig it the correct way with the. I don't have any. I don't use anything different than my normal drop shot setup for dice. But my drop shot setup right now is a Shimano X Pride 7.
No, he's talking about the hook. Just
I'll show you. It's easier to show you than explain it. My current drop shot. There's so many drop shot hooks that are good. I could pick like 3 of them.
You're using the same drop shot hook you're using to nose hook a minnow.
Yes, absolutely. Here, we'll give an Omnia plug because it's available at Omnia. Let me just figure it out. Now my browser is freezing. Omnia's search bar sometimes freezes my browser.
That's a good view.
There you go. Search for Ichikawa. The Ichikawa hooks. Do you know how to spell that? Spell how it sounds. ICH. Yep. It's called a CT. Where is it? CT something. Is it? Yeah, right there. Yeah, that's my main drop shot hook these days. The Mukad that they make is really good too. But yeah, just use that in like a number 1 or number 2. Pretty much good to go.
You don't do anything like put a little screw lock in there to make the dice last longer or anything like that?
No. The dice don't really come off. Like when fish eat it and flip around, it just usually slides up the hook a little bit. You can keep one dice for a while.
I actually think this might be a good little Ned bait.
I use this. I bought a pack of these when Omnia just got these in stock a couple weeks ago, and I grabbed one and I brought it out to one of my local lakes where they eat a Ned rig pretty good. And Rich, it's a Yamamoto bait. Guess how many fish this thing lasts?
It's a floater.
But I threw it on my regular Ned rig setup. This is a one fish bait. If you catch a bass that is 9 inches or 3 pounds, this bait is toast.
It shreds so fast. You have the Slinko worm or the Slinko floater?
Whatever is on Omnia. I don't know they have more than one. Oh,
and label it.
This is not. They have the wrong picture then, because this picture is the Slinko worm. So they've mislabeled this according to the promo here.
Well, this is 3.25 inch Slinko,
but the floater is a different bait than that. Anyway, point is, this is a Ned bait. It definitely works. I got some bites on it, but it don't last long because it's basically, dude, take a Senko, go up and look at the picture. Take a Senko, but take less material out of the Senko because look at the ribs on this thing.
Sure.
And you breathe on it and it tears.
So much like it's a Yamamoto bait, it's a bite getter, but it falls apart.
Oh yeah. Yeah. I blew through half the pack on like 3 fish.
No interest in Z-Man swim baits. They've got a wedge tail. So Z-Man has the llama tube.
So this is just a finesse
llama tube.
It's a finesse tube,
but it's a Laztec.
Right, but it's a 2-inch finesse tube.
Which, if you're fishing a tube on a jig head, they last a long time already.
Right. You don't go through. You're absolutely right. You don't go through if you're not stupid rigging them or stupid tube rigging them. They do last. Yeah. You can get one tube can last you all day, multiple days.
Now, do we get a little more float on the tentacles and more action because they're Laztec?
No. So this has to have a jig head to go with it. There's no way Z-Man is not selling you a jig head plus this.
In the Seth Fighters, he was promoting the VMC head to go with it, but
Z-Man's absolutely going to have jig heads to go with these.
I mean I'll probably give it a shot because the nice thing is you can buy a 6-pack and that's a year supply if you don't break them off. So
you're a tube guy. It's a 2-inch tube. That's a tiny tube. Is 2 inch tube too small? Because most finesse tubes have always been around 3-inch, right?
2.75.
Yeah, so closer to 3 than 2. But this thing's even smaller.
Is it?
It says 2-inch.
All right. Z-Man Fuzzy Turd. Don't care.
Dice bait number 3.
Just get a needle and make your own.
It's a TRD with hair. Right?
I guess the nice thing about this is 4 for $10 is that's another year supply if you.
Well, also it saves you the time of having to actually make them.
All right, we're going to go into rods next.
Ooh, my favorite section. I have not looked through this
before we go into rods, we are going to take a 60-second break.
Are you ready to reel in your next home purchase or refinance? Supreme Lending's Dream Team can help guide you through the entire mortgage process, from pre-qualification to closing. We have a wide variety of home loan programs in our tackle box, including down payment assistance and first-time homebuyer options. You can ask HellaBass. He trusted us to help finance his home. Contact the Dream Team today by searching Supreme Lending Dream Team or click the link below in the description or scan the QR code on your screen.
We are back. Thanks to the Dream Team. Have you turned all your YouTube money into buying a new house with a bigger garage, and then you'll need Aaron?
I am 100% happy with my current housing situation because my wife and I bought this house I think almost 20 years ago, and we have not moved out. We've just done continual upgrades to this place, and we are in a very good position on our loan with the economy and everything. I'm like, I'm glad we never moved. Like we're in a house we can easily afford, and we don't, So no, not looking to upgrade anytime soon. I'm one of those stalwarts who's basically stuck in the same house for 2 decades, and I ain't moving.
This is a good point. I actually think this wasn't in the showcase, but the new Yamamoto minnow I actually thought looked pretty good.
Show me. I haven't seen this.
Yes, that's probably on baits.com. Let me
So Yamamoto's doing well. Yamamoto they tried a strolling bait. They had what the hell is it called? I've thrown it and I wasn't super impressed. Maybe that's why they're not going with it. So they're gonna have a minnow?
A hinge minnow.
Hinge minnow. Okay. What about, and they're doing a dice too? Of course they're doing a dice. Why wouldn't they do a dice? Okay. That looks.
So it's got a more exaggerated flange than a Sakamata, and then it's got a hinge built into it.
No wings though.
Yeah, it does.
It does?
Yeah, that's what that.
Oh, in the back. The back part where the hinges?
No, this whole ridge right there.
Oh, there's
like a big wing. It's like 70% of the bait has a wing.
So they went like, hey, it's a 60s Cadillac. We're putting big wings on it.
Yeah.
It actually looks kind of cool. What's the price?
They've got,
I'd say $10. Of course.
They've got 3.5, 5, 6, and 7-inch.
This is gonna sell. People trust Yamamoto baits, and this is gonna be I predict this is gonna be a good seller. That could be good. I would try one of those. What size do they come in? 3, 5, 6, 7? No 4-inch. That's interesting. Why did they go 3, 5 instead of 4?
3.5.
Right. Okay. I'll buy a pack of 5-inchers and try one. They'll get my $10 for one of these. I'll try it. Well, they're supposed to get. Yamamoto's got the color thing dialed in, right? They have like 75 colors they can slap on anything at any time. Are you a Mountain Dew guy?
I'm a Diet Dew guy, but yeah.
Do you still have your old Dew cans on the shelf there? Yeah, you do. I like those. Just thought that's pretty cool. Your old vintage. Yeah. Ugh, I think those are sweet. That reminds me of my childhood.
I don't know if I'm still trying to warm up to the new Dew cans, to be honest.
Like what's different?
All right.
The black ones.
Rods and reels, 13 fishing. Do we care about 13 fishing?
First off, number one, I'm surprised 13 is still a brand. I can't believe this brand is even still like around. Like,
they're only rods and reels now. They do not have hard baits anymore.
Well, I'm surprised they're even still doing rods and reels because, they haven't.
Well, Rapala doesn't really do rods and reels anymore, do they? Or they just have low end ones?
They never really have.
No, Rapala had rods at one time.
Okay.
But I think this is basically Rapala's rods and reels. Is 13.
Okay. So Myth is a new brand. So the thing about 13 is they launch a new line in rods and then they discontinue them and you never see them again. And then they come out with a new version. And like they had the Muse was the Gerald Swindle line. And I think those are, not Muse. Oh, what do they call them? They have so stupid names. Can't remember them all. But yeah, they had. So Myth, this is a $200 new rod line. Okay, the Myth Shaker. You can't zoom in on any of these pictures, can you?
Doesn't matter. We're not spending this much time. Meta was the
Meta. Yeah, sorry. Okay, so I wonder if they're killing the Meta line.
So yeah, we're not spending time talking about 13 fishing because it's not good stuff. Anyways,
wait.
Cashin Element American-made rod.
You don't want to talk about it because you're a Dobbins guy. We know.
I'm willing to talk about Cashin. 13 is junk.
We know the truth. I'm just joking with you. Okay, Cashin. Yeah, Cashin. We can talk about Cashin. All right, Z2.
So Cashin has been more of a premium. This looks like $130.
Yeah, that's a pretty good looking rod. I like the handles. So the
I wonder if it's still made in the USA.
Got the flag on it, man. It better.
Featuring American source materials. Which makes me think it's not made in the USA anymore at the $130 price point.
You just lawyered them. But they do. But look, there's an American flag on.
None of the rods I own are made in the USA either. So, but
I don't care either. So All right, so it's $130, good price point, fine. Z2 series. Oh, is designed to introduce everyone to American performance at an unbeatable price point. This branding and copy
This is Patriot washing. This rod is absolutely not assembled in the USA.
Based on
They're
that
giving
one
you every
sentence,
inclination
I
that it
agree.
has ties to their American-made roots, but it definitely is not.
So someone says, has Cashin ever made a non-built rod out of their factory? Because I don't think they have. Maybe this is USA made. Maybe they did figure it out.
Do you think they would say it says American performance?
Right. No, I'm with you.
American source materials.
I'm with you.
If it was made in the USA, they would just say made in the USA.
Okay, but I'm going to their product page right now. They have this on their website, Element Z2 multi-purpose casting rod, and one of the key features on their own website says, "Worth repeating, proudly made in the USA, built with precision, passion, and commitment to American craftsmanship." So that is a bullet point on their product page. So maybe
then they're doing a terrible job because this copy absolutely screams that you're trying to skirt around it.
You are 100% bullseye correct. That copy is terrible if that's what they're trying to get across. 100% agree with you.
Here's the Great Lake Finesse CX rod.
The $400 bougie Great Lakes.
This is a must review on the Punch Fishing YouTube channel.
I will tell you unequivocally, hell no, not for $400. I wouldn't buy one of these. Wait, let me look at their website for this because that picture. What the fuck is that picture? They don't even show you the rod. Just a guide. What is this?
If Omnia gets it in, you can use your credit. You'll get one and try it.
Even at $400, that's a
little. You bought Guggen rods for God's sakes.
Yeah, that was only $100, so I can justify that. Ooh, they look nice. Did you look at the?
He's warming up to it.
It kind of looks kind of trick. Not gonna lie, it looks a little Shimano poisonish. Good. Seriously, go pull up the website. They look kind of sick.
I'm good. KVD Elite.
Okay.
Red rods.
So these are going to be definitely cheap. Anything KVD.
These are it's got to be like $100 rods with EVA. Well,
it says Elite, so maybe it's like a $200 rod. I don't know.
But they didn't put the price point on there, so
I would love to know how much KVD branded rods and reels.
There you go, Shimano Outlier. This is right in your wheelhouse.
So this is their swimbait rod line. This is not my wheelhouse because these are swimbait rods. So Shimano Outlier is Shimano's dedicated swimbait lineup that a lot of people are really excited for these. These are very like the swimbait nerds and the Shimano nerds are excited for these things. I don't know anything about them because I'm not a swimbait guy, but they're only $350. Sometimes getting like
only
a decent
$350.
Swimbait guys spend $400 or $500 on swimbait rods, man. Like these could be considered like mid-tier swimbait rods, which is kind of what Shimano does.
You can go get your Gravitator swimbait, and you can get your Outlier rod and your Tranks reel, and you'll be all set.
That actually probably would be a good setup.
Oh my gosh, look at those. Look at what is that?
Okay, so the Legend X is St. Croix's like long-running high-end bass rod line. They killed the Legend X, and this must be the replacement, the Legend X2. What the fuck is going on with that butt grip? What is that? It's got a lip. It's like someone forgot to take the material off. The X2 is crafted. These, oh my God, these are 600 plus. Dude, the old St. Croix Legend X line was, I think, around $400. Like they're a $400 rod. These are going to be like $200 plus more.
I mean, that just looks like it's going to get caught in your shirt and in the way and not be comfortable.
I will say the lock nut looks mega bassy because they're going to a metal lock nut, which is a mega bass thing.
I can't stop staring at the butt.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Looks terrible, really terrible. Awful.
Oh, and they're going with the Trigon, which is they are indeed the Trigon, the weird triangle grips with the Mojo line. The Mojo rods came out with Trigon. This is not going to be a winner. What are they doing?
They've lost their way.
Well, okay, 600 plus is kind of insane.
Lose max smash combo. So this is gonna be like what, $100 combo. That's cool.
So, I want to say North Star Custom Baits comment is not kid friendly, but it's funny.
You'll have to come over to YouTube to read the comment. I'm not going to read it out loud for the MP3 people.
It's R-rated. We'll say that. That was funny though. Congrats.
PG-13 at least.
There you go. All right, what are we looking at here? It's red. It's got to be lose. I'm just getting. What is this, a lose?
Yeah, it's a lose. So like they had the green one, the orange one. Now it's a red mock combo.
The red is less.
There's a place for this. There's.
Oh yeah, you got a kid that wants to get a bait caster. You go to the
like
store.
High school fisherman. This is a great combo to get them started.
I would buy my kid that right there. If my kid wanted
to 7 GXR light combos.
7 is St. Croix's weird line.
And now they have 7 rods to go with their 7 reels.
These are the price point things to sell at mom and pop tackle shops for walleye fishermen. That's what these are for. These aren't for like bass nerds are not buying these. These are for like, hey, I went to the store and I need to get my kids some rods and reels when I'm buying my minnows. Do you know what I mean? This is a totally different crowd that buys this stuff than us.
A good seller at Fleet Farm.
Exactly. That will be on the shelf at Fleet Farm.
There's the spinning mock combo. Daiwa ARD Arid 80 for $100. So this is a Fuego replacement.
An Arid, I believe, is meant to be. I don't want to speak out of tongue because I don't know the Arid line, but yeah, you're right. It's price point. It looks pretty nice.
Reminds me of the old Shimano Sitica.
Good pull. I kind of like the matte gray. This looks pretty decent.
I mean, probably going to be a very solid reel for $100.
It's an 80, so it's going to be small.
Yeah,
it could be a teeny tiny reel. Okay, this I have
ballistic MQ.
I've done my research on this one. So this is like a mid life cycle refresh on the ballistic. So the ballistic MQ has already been out, came out like 2 years ago. This is like a mid lifetime refresh. It's got a different rotor. They changed the grip to be a EVA cork or an EVA knob on the entire line. So if you get 1,000 to even the bigger ones, you get the same thing. Rich, this is a saltwater reel. This is a 100% redfish salt product. They are kind of separating this a little more from the Tatula because like you put a Tatula next to the ballistic, kind of look the same. Ballistic has always kind of been for the salt crowd. They're just getting more because salt people like this kind of knob, not necessarily bass people because they're not really used to the little knob like that. But yeah, this is just so they bumped the price up $10. These were these were $229. So they got $10 price bump. There's this upgraded drag, an upgraded rotor, and a different handle knob, from what I can tell. So, you're getting some more stuff.
And they shaved 0.2 of an ounce off of it.
Right. So if you're a ballistic nerd, this is one of Shimano's like best-selling reels.
Daiwa.
I'm sorry, Daiwa. So one of the best. Shimano. Can't talk now. It's one of the Iowa's best-selling reels across all of the world. And this is a worldwide reel. It's not necessarily meant for just bass fishermen in the U.S. Everybody uses these things on all different types of fishing. So it's going to sell really great no matter what. It's just
it's a nice reel. I have one on a Cadence spinning rod.
Dude, I have ballistics from the last generation, and they still feel like they're out of the box. I freaking love it.
Yeah. These are 240. They look, if you've got a rod like a Cadence or any other rod that has that black red, like looks really sharp as a combo.
Hayes Bass Fishing says the handle looks like a shirt button. It really does. That's funny.
The Daiwa Luvius.
Yeah, Luvius. This is I wish
because
I knew
we
more
need
about
more $400 spinning reels.
Yeah, this one is supposed to be a super lightweight. I think this kind of competes with the
weighs the same as a deck of playing cards, it says.
Yeah, I think this reel is targeted at the Shimano Vanquish. Maybe the chat can help me out here. But the Luvius, this is supposed to be their super lightweight reel. The people who like these really lightweight reels are usually
looks like it holds about 0 yards of line.
Yeah, this is meant for like trout, ultralight fishermen, people who like fishing like
Want to
6
put like
pound-
60 yards of 4-pound test on something.
Exactly. This is not meant for the bass guy. This is meant for the hardcore crappie guy, or people who want to do trout fishing, luvias. Yeah, this is just an ultra light, tricked out bougie reel.
Now we have an $80 ProRex wow, an $80 MQ reel.
Yeah, that's a good point. This is cool. I kind of like it. It's got a deep spool. You're gonna be able to put a lot of freaking line on this thing.
I mean, to get an MQ reel down below a Fuego price point.
That is so true. That shows you that like it's now down to the sub $100 reels. It didn't
It
take
looks like
that
we're
long.
getting like a lower quality graphite frame here.
Oh yeah, you're not getting Zion.
But yeah, I mean, like this is probably going to be an awesome reel for like a student angler.
It looks nice too. I like the little purple accents. So I think they started this ProRex purple.
I mean, or just anybody that's looking like it looked like you could put this reel with a, $100, $80 to $120, have a really nice combo for 100. You can build a really nice combo for sub 200 or right at 200 with this reel probably.
100%. So have you seen the ProRex casting reels?
No.
So look it up real quick. They're really hot with musky guys. Musky guys love the ProRex. It's kind of the competitor to the big Tranxes. It's like, but when you see the casting reel, you'll see the.
Is it also $80?
No, it's like $300. It's not cheap. So they have a ProRex casting reel that's for chucking big baits, like musky fishermen use it. And then, but they took the same purple, like it looks like in the same family. Like it's like
the thing is like I don't mind the purple, but I feel like you're gonna it's gonna be hard to find a rod that looks good with this.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think it looks
you almost need a neutral rod, like just something that's black or carbon or gray or silver, like a Sierra Dobbins, or just something that's very neutral.
Yeah,
right?
no, I've 100%.
It's gonna look anything that has like blue or red or green, like a Loomis EX6 or whatever with that bright green would look hideous with this thing, right?
I agree.
Like a Dobbins Fury, which is a $120 rod, which like in dollar wise would make a ton of sense. They would look heinous together.
Yeah, that's true. Although the purple's kind of subtle. It's not like it's just a little accent, so maybe it's
okay.
But yeah, I see what you're saying. If you're super into
stuff, I do care about my rods and reels matching. I do.
I sort of do, but most of my stuff is
they don't have to match, but they can't clash.
Fair.
Right.
Yeah,
I do not put black and red reels on a Champion black and blue Dobbins.
Because you don't want to pull your boat out into the Derby and have mismatching rods and reels on your deck. I mean, what
we have a $600 spinning reel.
Okay, so this is the Shimano X-Sense, is a very storied line. People love these reels. This is the new version. This is, I think, the 3rd or 4th generation X-Sense. This is interesting. They didn't give it a price bump. I think it's still $600. Yeah. Well, you know what I don't like is look at the picture. So the X-Sense is always supposed to be a completely like murdered out black reel. At least it used to be. And now I don't like that they're adding in this like silver and chrome bullshit into this. To me, the Shimano X-Sense should be a completely murdered out black reel because they look sick like that in the previous generations. I don't know what Shimano is doing by throwing in like reflective chromy stuff into this. I think they're kind of screwing that up aesthetically, but yeah, that's going to be that. People are going to buy that. That's going to be a seller.
You and all Punch Fishing subscribers will be beating down the door for this $600 spinning reel.
I don't know if they're going to be beating down the door, but there'll be people buying them.
You can get a Dean Rojas Elite MG frog reel for $300. I don't think Spro needs to make reels. I just don't think they need to make reels. I'll just say it.
What Korean shop is making these? That's what I want to know.
I don't know.
I
also don't think St. Croix needs to be making reels. So,
but $300 seems like a lot, doesn't it?
And then you got a KGB 300.
Okay, so these are swimbait reels. Yeah, swimbait reels.
And here's the 7 reel.
Oh my gosh, they're still doing these. Have you noticed that 7s are always on the discount bin? Like they're always on.
I don't even look, but sure.
They're always on sale.
So a lose reel with no price point.
King Excel RX. What is this? What's
the knot slot?
Hey, Rich, it has the Paramag RX braking system. You're totally familiar with the Paramag RX, right? Like,
if you won't, you will be soon.
Wait,
KVD
radical
will be telling us about it.
Wait, look at that word. Radical paramagnetic design. What the fuck is paramagnetic? Let's Google that. Because I bet you that is a made-up word. Paramagnetic. Paramagnetic materials are substances that are weakly attracted to a magnetic field. What does that even mean?
I don't know, but we don't know how much it costs. We don't know how big it is. We don't really know anything about it.
The hassle-free
we missed the mark on this copy.
Yeah.
KVD Elite. We don't know how much this is.
Well, they had KVD Elite rods, so this has got to be
the combo. Or yeah.
Oh, this is the new speed spool.
Also doesn't tell. So
it's got a different look to it. The speed spools are always black. Now it's kind of a gunmetal gray. That looks pretty cool.
Yeah, actually, I have a speed spool.
Yeah, they're
pleasantly
great.
Surprised with it.
They're fine. They're good. They're good workhorse reels. They'll sell those.
I'm more interested. I'm more open to trying another lose than I am a Spro or a 7.
I would 100% agree with you. Yeah, that looks pretty
good. It's very close to the TW, the S.
Daiwa's brakes. Okay. Whatever that means. Paramagnetic. I'm gonna be researching paramagnetic all night now.
I guess it's already in the Lose Custom Pro.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Whatever. They're all made by they're all Doyo rods.
So here's the thing. Rod margins are pretty good. Reel margins are not that good.
Rod margins are always really juicy.
But reels are actually pretty low in general.
Interesting.
The new braid was...
we're in the line. Oh gosh, I get so bored with new line releases.
We got to pick up the pace here. I got to get up at 5 in the morning.
Why do you got to get up so early? You got to fly?
I got to go to a cross dock at 6 a.m.
A what?
Cross dock.
What's that?
Like a 3PL cross dock where they move freight.
This is terminology I don't know.
So another suffix fluorocarbon coated. So okay, this is the P line. This has been done.
DEFCON.
I don't know why we need fluorocarbon coated copolymer. But...
Oh, this is copoly. Like copoly's been around forever.
No, but so like P line did this with their fluoroclear like a decade ago.
Oh yeah. Oh,
big bait line from Sunline.
We got swimbait line now because you got to have specific line.
Look at this low res photo that we got for Overtex Sunline.
Wait, that means the picture was like this big, and
So this is high end JDM line now available in the US.
Overtex.
Oh, so it's supposed to be even nicer than Shooter, I guess. I don't know.
Who knows? It's under $30. It's cheap. Well, cheap-ish by today's standards. Who knows? That's a terrible picture.
We'll just have to wait for Jason Christie tells us what it's for.
Ooh, terminal storage.
Reel bag. Don't need it.
Yay.
Don't. Just keep my... You know where I keep my reels?
On your
rods. Yeah. Pure tungsten guppy head. So this is a tungsten version of the popular Dirty Jigs head.
That means they'll sell the crap out of these for $2 more.
But a completely different bait keeper system than the guppy head. So the head shape is similar, but the bait keeper is different.
Honestly, that looks pretty good. I would probably buy one of those if I needed one. They look nice. The guppy heads are pretty popular.
How many do we get for $9.99? 2?
Oh,
probably 2.
You think 2?
Yeah.
Okay, can you figure this out? Because I saw this and I don't get it. Is you supposed to position the things yourself? Are they supposed to stick up like that?
The fluorocarbon loop keeper provides excellent plastic retention. No, that's that part.
Right. But what's with the
90-degree fluorocarbon weed guard provides extremely high ability to avoid snags.
Huh? What?
Maybe you bend it yourself. I don't know.
Is that supposed to be a flipping hook? So it's like, what is this? Is this supposed to be a drop shot hook? It can't be.
This be great around grass, I bet.
This hook confuses me. I need to see a video of what they're going for with this.
All right. Gamakatsu tungsten nail weight.
Okay, so it's a nail weight with wings? Like
with little broadheads, so it stays in there.
But won't those like break off really easy? What is this? Okay, Rich, I got a question. Is there a problem with nail weights? Is this a solution to a problem?
No.
Do nail weights just fall out of baits with the little ribs?
No, you lose the worm before they come out.
Right. So this is to me is a solution looking for a problem.
Super Tune drop shot.
What the fuck does Super Tune mean? Featuring tournament.
So it's designed so that you can stands out on your line better.
Huh? It's just a hook, like any other hook. Okay, whatever. That makes no sense.
New horizon
head, but this is
it's a horizon head with a weed guard.
Cool, great, love it. Oh, did you see Northland? Did you see Northland has a horizon head copycat? All the Northland pro staffers are talking about the new head, and it's basically like exact copy.
So now Great Lakes Finesse has a terminal wallet in case the wallets that have been out forever don't work.
Oh wait, that's an actual wallet-sized wallet? Is it
the Ryugi?
No, yeah, that's pretty cool. Open that up once. I've never seen one of those. It's a Ryugi wallet. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. How much is that?
I don't know. You have to ask Brian in chat.
I'm surprised you have that. It doesn't seem very you. Okay, Great Lakes. Okay, wait, didn't they already have a net head, or is this their first net head? Great Lakes Finesse.
I don't know.
It looks like a cinder block.
Speaking of things that looked unfinished in the photo.
It's so true. That looks like the prototype in the guy's garage. The rounded edges and weight forward design. What the fuck does that mean? Lifting the bait.
It doesn't look like a durable power coated because it looks like it's already falling off.
Fair point. This looks completely unfinished. That looks awful. It does. It really does.
Missile Baits now has a ringed jig, much like the Tree Shaker, and Biz Baits also have ringed minnow.
Yeah, ringed is now the thing. And then also this has the eye, which is what Outcast was trying to do with their sonar head. So like, do you want an eye? Do you not want an eye? Do you want a ring? Do you not want a ring? You're going to get a lot of different configurations of a jig head for your minnow shaking. Oh, what the fuck is that? Wait.
Mad Scientist Tackle S sniping jig.
This lives up to the name Mad Scientist. Wait.
Looking for the brightest and crispest return when sniping bass, walleyes, or crappies with forward-facing.
Look no further.
6 sides and 18 flat surfaces for the very best sonar return.
Hell yeah. I want one of these. It's only $5.
It has Apex coatings.
Dude, I am so buying one of these.
Infrared light spectrums for $5.50. Interesting.
Rich, you slap a fat head on one of those and throw that into a walleye school. That's a walleye bait right there. It
definitely doesn't look like a bass jig. That looks like an ice jig.
That's 100% a live bait walleye.
That's an ice. That thing's tiny. That's an ice jig.
Whoa, you're right. That is a little teeny. This, I want one. I'm gonna still get it.
It is nice that the hook eye is clogged in the photo.
You got to break it loose. It's part of the fun.
The LSD sniping jig.
This is the fish edition jig head. It's for the
So look at Plano coming out with a sub $50 box. That's
Plano,
nice.
It looks like they're
coming down to this is their Flambeau Z-Rust competitor.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah, I don't know. They'll sell this crap out of
which
those.
Is good. This is the kind of bait, the box that I buy.
Yeah,
boxes that cost less than $15.
Yeah, and they'll sell the shit out of them at like Dick's or Walmart.
Pond and Creek Kit. This is a good little Walmart.
You get 4 different Ned creature baits. You get
Get some beetle spins.
Yeah, you get beetle spins, and then whatever the hell those
you
things.
32 pieces for $15. Let's go.
Those will sell great at Walmart.
Oh, so actually, those are all Ned hooks there.
Yeah, as I say, you get 4 different Ned.
4 Ned hooks, 2 beetle spins, and a bunch of bodies. Nice.
What a bargain.
VMC hybrid. This has already been out, isn't it?
Dude, the screw lock jig heads are like.
But the VMC hybrid swimbait jig head is already out, I'm pretty sure.
Did it have a screw lock like that?
They added the 1/8 ounce version.
Whatever.
So they've had 3/16 and all these that we just added the 1/8 ounce, and we decided to put that. That's not an iCast.
The
That's
screw lock jig head I use is the Scottsboro Tackle
the
Hellfire jig.
swivel fluke hook.
Ooh, what's this? This looks interesting.
So it's a. Do you think they could have sized this picture a little better so I don't have to scroll 6 pages to get?
This is the opposite of the. Instead of taking
This is a
something
round
little,
bent hook, which is the preferred hook for a lot of fluke experts, and it's got a swivel on the end to reduce line twist and give it a little more weight.
this actually seems like if
And
you're
it's got a little keeper to help keep your fluke up. So
if you're a hardcore fluke nerd, this might be a good. This might appeal to you. Holy shit!
it looks like
$10.
Redline.
$10,
Designed by Seth Feider. So you know it's
dude. When have you ever seen Seth
seen
Fire
Seth throw a fluke.
throw a fluke? Not once.
He throws the chartreuse fluke on Thousand Islands. I've seen him. I haven't seen him throw a fluke since Forward Facing Sonar came out.
I was gonna say he does. I don't. When I think fluke,
The VMC minnow shaker head.
Okay, wait. That one doesn't have a ring, so no ring. They got to come out with a ringed version.
It probably does hold a minnow pretty good with this keeper, though.
Yeah, that keeper actually looks pretty overly engineered, right?
I mean, this is somewhat of a unique design of a keeper. The rest of the jig does not.
And they decided to go with the eye, which I think, in my opinion, they don't need a freaking eye. I've had how many fish have eaten a minnow with no eye on the jig head? Like
the swivel fluke should be badass on a floating worm. There you go.
Oh, like a methylate worm or something like that too, maybe. Interesting. Yeah, that terminal actually seems pretty cool. This thing seems fine. I'd try it.
Is it tungsten?
$6, probably not.
This is made for the freeloader and the mooch minnow.
Yeah, that seems like a decent bait. Oh, here's the Z-Man. All right, I knew they were gonna have a head for that tube.
And it's a VMC Redline hook.
That thing is a crappie jig. What's that?
It's a duffel bag.
Yay, duffel bag.
Deep down live scope mount.
So they're getting in the 0 degree mount game, which is like too late. This should have came out like 2 years ago. Everyone else is buying it like everyone else's 0 degree mounts. How much is this? $250?
$250. That's on par with the
beat down
other ones, I think, isn't it?
Oh, what's the one I use? God, what's the super popular one? I can't remember the name, but I have
Fish Obsessed.
Yes, the Fish Obsessed. The Fish Obsessed mount is awesome. I've set mine up and I got it perfect, and it hasn't moved an inch since I tightened everything down.
The good way to move it is to pile about 4,000 pounds of milfoil on it and then try to lift it up. It'll move then.
Okay, that's fair enough.
But it's easy to put right back.
That's true.
I don't get these boxes. They're not for me, but I'm sure somebody will love them.
Trout guys love those kind of boxes. You put all your trout heads in there.
A new 16-inch Garmin.
Ultra 2? Is that new?
$800 Garmin unit.
Well, it's a 16-inch. All the 16 inches are ridiculously priced. It's a big boy.
Or you can use it. You can use it because at HDMI, you can use it to watch TV.
I catch up on my Netflix shows when I'm out fishing. You never know. What is this? This is for the Yackers. So
this is the Garmin version of the Minn Kota Tarova.
Okay, that looks pretty cool actually. $3,500. Yeah.
Powerful Vision Marine infotainment system.
What the frick is this?
A Google certified glare-free HD touchscreen delivering fishing first full control. So it controls your anchors, your move trolling motor, your charge system, and thousands of apps from the Google Play Store.
What?
Custom mapping,
custom lighting,
stream music. So this is like a power pull tablet for operating your boat, but also running apps. So it's like an Android tablet meets a Garmin control center.
I have so many questions. How big is this thing, and where the F do you mount it?
But it is the 7-inch is $2,000 and the 12-inch is $3,000.
So, Rich, this is one of those things that are going to come pre-installed on boats to jack the price up a little more. Like, I think the way they're going to sell these.
It's also got a webcam.
Wait, so can I do Zoom work meetings from my boat with that? Hey, it's got go with me on this, Rich. For the businessman who needs to attend Zoom and WebEx and Google Meets on the water, you can go to the store Can it add a background so it looks like you're in an office while you're driving around scoping spots?
I mean, assume you can install something from the App Store to do it.
That's what I'm saying. This might actually be worth it.
Right?
So you can
Why
work
couldn't you
from lake.
install Teams on this, right?
Oh my God, Rich. This is going to change the game. People are going to be able to work from lake so much easier. Okay, I'm in. I want one.
Can't I just bring my tablet on the lake and do the same thing for $200?
Rich, it's not going to be as cool as a Garmin piece of equipment. Why would you bring an iPad like a poor person?
I wouldn't bring an iPad because Apple's garbage.
Oh, I'm just joking. This is insane. What problem is that thing solving?
Look at this. Power pole move stainless steel trolling motor prop for $550.
Whoa.
So now you can put a $550 prop on your $5,000 trolling motor.
Dude, this is actually, why hasn't anyone come out with a metal trolling motor prop before? This is the first, right?
It probably actually gives you more power because I'm assuming our plastic blades actually have a lot of flex. This probably actually gives you more speed.
And it's not going to grind down. Well, because, I mean, what is a replacement prop for an Ultrex? Like $100? I don't remember how much they cost.
They're like 40 or $50, right. I think. This is 10X.
Okay, wait, what does the copy say? Does it give you more speed? Is this a horsepower increase? Like, let's see.
It says superior weed shedding performance, ultra quiet operation.
Dude, this thing could slice your finger off at full speed, I bet. If it's that, they could make this sharp.
What happens when you hit a boulder, though?
The boulder's fucked.
There's a new market now for prop shops to be working on troll motor props instead of outboard props now.
This product is insane. What do they call it? They call it, it's just a tech.
They did have, I think they did have some metal machete props for Motor Guide back in the day, I think.
Okay. Built to power through so they're marketing this as a knife. It can get through vegetation like a knife. So it's got to have
sharp 50 shear pins in a day.
Oh,
so your shallow. Yeah, this is not going to be great for river guys and guys that are actually hitting stuff with their trolling motor.
I gotta say though, if you were living, say you live on a lake that's got a ton of grass and you're like a resident and you're out in that grass all day long, this could actually be a thing you consider buying if you just want to plow through all that grass.
Rapala pliers, Rapala scissors.
Haven't they already done? Wait. Go back up. What was the price on the Rapala scissors? Because they've sold a gazillion of those cheapy little Rapala scissors. You know, you get them at the checkout.
These are still the cheapy ones.
Yeah. Interesting. Yeah. What are those, $10? Those are about the same, right?
Yeah, $10-$12 for the Arsenal ones. Way better.
Clothing. Who cares about shorts?
Fish gloves, shorts.
Buy fishing shorts.
Bahio sunglasses.
So I bought a pair of Bahio. I bought a pair of Bahio sunglasses. I have been enjoying them.
They're like Costas.
They are Costa. The guys who sold Costa started it. So it's basically Costa.
I know you're a big fan of these style hoodies.
Those are the ugliest thing. If you are a fisherman,
this is from Whitewater. This is the brand that
Whitewater
supports Jay Shakurit.
Is this a new brand or a sub brand of a brand that already exists?
I don't know. Whitewater sponsors like Jay Shakurit.
But you know what I mean? Like, is it like a brand of a brand of a brand? I'm gonna look these guys. Well, this
you can go ahead and look it up.
It looks stupid. I don't care. How much was it? $300.
Jay Shakurit signature joggers that you can wear.
I'm guessing that's a Bassmaster Elite guy that I don't really follow. Jay Shakurit.
He's leading Angler of the Year.
Oh, well, good for him.
He's from Wisconsin.
Oh,
he set the all-time record for smallmouth.
That's right. I do know who he is. He's the other Scotty guy. Okay, I stand corrected.
Look at Under Armour still a thing.
Dude, have you ever tried a Under Armour sun shirt? Probably not.
Probably.
They're fantastic. I have been using them for years. They're probably one of my favorite. They are so good. I'm a big Under Armour sun shirts are sick. They fit great. They're one of my favorite sun shirt brands, hands down. So yes, they are still doing the thing. They sponsored the Johnston brothers. They're like the only pros that do Under Armour is the Johnstons. That's it. That was pretty boring. A lot of glide baits, handful of fuzz baits.
So new Daiwa Steez rods on their websites.
Wait, new models? It can't be new versions. Like they didn't reboot the line, did they? Let's look it up.
I don't know.
Maybe there's new models. I gotta get to the bottom of this. What?
That says I don't see any Z-Man buzzbaits at Omnia.
Does Z-Man make a buzzbait? They made the Hellfire thing, which was kind of a buzzbait. Z-Man's never made buzzbaits. Am I wrong? They made spinner baits.
Look like Pirate got his whatnot package.
I don't see anything on the
Berkeley didn't have anything, right? There was no Berkeley stuff in Bassmasters.
Oh, that's
but they're not going to iCast, so that would make sense.
There was no Berkeley. There's more Megabass than Berkeley, which is weird. All right. Out of all that stuff, is anything like, oh, I would go buy that and I need it to you?
I will. It wasn't in the list, but I probably will try that Yamamoto hinge shad.
Yeah, that thing looks pretty cool. I would probably try that too.
I feel like there was something else I said I would try early on.
There's the cheapy jigs.
No, I probably will try the Great Lakes Finesse Marabou jig.
Why? Because don't you already have a bunch of Marabou jigs?
None that I'm super excited about.
Yeah,
maybe the claptail, maybe the Rapala claptail. Might get one of those just to see what it's about.
Oh, the plopper with the the plopper with the piercing. I'm going to call it.
Yeah.
You're not going to buy the $130 KGBK.
I'll probably get some Crush City jerk.
I want to try the Megabass Hazel. Anything that Megabass makes for a Hazadon.
Anything Megabass, Brian will buy all of it.
That's not true. I do not buy any Megabass swim baits, like glide bait. There's a lot of Megabass stuff I don't buy. Trust me.
Yeah. What in the chat? What are people excited about?
The Echo Map 16.
Yeah, no new live scope, at least that we're aware of. No Garmin 46 or 78 or 93.
No Active Target 3. No, yeah.
Llama tubes. I probably will.
2 inches.
I'll probably try at least one pack of the Llama tubes.
I won't. I kind of want to try a new Ballistic MQ, but they're not going anywhere, so I don't need to get one like right away. Actually, Omnia just stocked the Ballistic MQ, the new version.
They do have both of them. They have the old version and the new version.
Right. I do want to maybe get a new X.
You need to get the Great Lakes Finesse rod for a review.
Great Lakes, if you want me to review one, send me one for free and I'll do it. I ain't paying $400 for one.
Justin Cook, you can get the HellaBass hoodie. There should be a link in the stream below. I can also post it in chat. It's a online print and demand store.
Yeah, there's nothing really on the whole thing that I want. Maybe I don't have any power pole stuff on my boat, so that power pole vision thing, I don't have the other accessories and accoutrement to make it like useful. I'm all Lowrance on my boat. Man, pretty freaking boring. None of the stuff's that great.
I mean, I think we're gonna see more, right? Like next week we'll see the like wired to fish version.
Wired didn't do a big giant iCast thing last year.
They did, didn't they?
Nope. I was looking for it. I did not find it unless you found it. I couldn't find where they do everything and have all the stuff. I couldn't find one last year. I was looking because I wanted to make fun of some stuff, but I couldn't find a big master list of everything. Dude, I think Wired to Fish is a little bit of a skeleton crew these days. Like, I don't think they have the manpower that they used to have to like do content.
Basement is cold in my house. I'm in the basement.
Oh yeah, you are wearing a hoodie in July.
I don't have problems with VMC hooks. I know some people like them, some people don't. I don't have issues with VMC hooks.
I've used VMC hooks forever and they've been fine. VMC were like the good hooks for a long time. Like that was the hook you bought when you wanted to be like serious. The 25, what is this? The new 2025 Steez looks so nice. I like EVA. What is? We gotta find.
Are you even the bougie rod and reel guy anymore?
Apparently not.
When's the last time you published a video on your channel?
Okay, so someone needs to link this Steez rod. I'm looking at Daiwa's site. I don't see it. People are saying it is a thing. Where are the? There's a travel rod.
2 months since your last video. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's been pretty bad.
That's impressive.
I have like 4 videos that are in my like brain that I need to do, but I just haven't done it. Who by Kobe guy from Where to Fish? I don't even know his
Whoever says the fluke hooks will definitely give a shot.
Out of all the terminal tackle, that seems something that's actually kind of cool.
Maybe they're messing with you.
They are. You sons of bitches. I will say I have this rod I got from Omnia. This is the new Tatula.
Punch did say he was going to give something away 2 hours ago.
Yeah, well, whenever you want to do it, I'll tell you
what do you got there? What's your rod?
Okay. This is the new Tatula reboot. These were $150 rods when I bought them, and then they just bumped the price because of tariffs. So these are now $200 rods. They were I grabbed it when it was still $149. But yeah, this is the new rebooted Tatula series, which you think this is nice. I really like this rod. This is the
so I do have so
this
Arsenal
is the
has a not iCast, but they do have a mesh bag now. So we just want like a non.
Oh yeah. So
like
your
they
stuff
have their plastic, like right. They have their battalion and legacy bags,
right,
which are knife bags. But they have a mesh bag in case you want something that's more not sealed. The other thing, so I'm going to give away one of these frosted legacy bags tonight.
Oh, cool.
To somebody.
Sweet.
These are nice. These are literally like airtight scuba.
Oh yeah, dude, you can never have too many like bags like to throw your shit in. I have so many of them, and they're very handy.
Like if you actually like the air is like trapped, like. So like these are
wait, okay. So you actually put air in it, and you can't squeeze the air out.
Yeah, you can't squeeze it out. So like they're legit. Like you could put cameras, wallets, phones.
Okay.
If you just want to keep your
dry bag,
your last aces and your drift fries and your megabass baits super preserved, this is the bag.
Because you're not going to actually fish with them. You just want to have them in your boat.
They also, I don't know, these are kind of interesting. They came out with these like little.
What's that?
This little bag with fiber towels.
Oh, it's a towel holder?
Yeah, just for like
nice
microfiber, cleaning graphs, wiping your hands, cleaning your glasses.
There you go. All the towels in my boat are stadium giveaways from sporting events I've been to. Like I have Timberwolves, Vikings, like when you go to a sporting event, they give you those stupid towels that you're supposed to like spin around and I always keep them and then throw them in my boat for getting nasty with fishing. So I've like, if you go into my boat and you pull out a towel, it's probably.
I missed this one here. This is for you.
JDM Poison Adrena 7-foot light. I don't have a single Poison Adrena. I've never bought one in my life, but all the Shimano Poison Adrenas are pretty sweet. The new ones are really nice. So I would guess probably really, really good. But no, I don't have any passionate opinions on Adrenas. I wish I had some, but I don't. Do you know Shimano and Omnia's relationship apparently is not great at the moment? If you notice, Shimano has not gotten any significant restocks on Omnia in like months.
We're going to do a giveaway of the legacy bag tonight.
Oh, yeah, let's do it. Do your giveaway. So anyway, I feel a little like as a Shimano fan, I'm like patiently waiting for Omnia and Shimano to restock.
Make amends.
I don't know what's going on, but something not right. Because they haven't gotten any new stuff. They don't even have it. Like they don't even get G Loomis rods anymore. Like no NRX restocks in months. It's kind of.
They got plenty of Dobbins rods.
They do. I might have to switch. Legacy. Oh, so you're giving away the bags, the towels? You're doing a towel thing too?
Just a bag.
Just a bag. All right. I got a giveaway. I have after this, so stick around. We'll get.
Yeah. So here, if you just want to see it, so the legacy bags are on there. You can use code HellaBass15. They also have the mesh bag on here. So if you guys want any of these bags and you don't win, you can use code HellaBass15 to grab one on the Arsenal fishing site or a whole bunch of them. because it's a great way to. Like I used to be the gallon Ziploc bag guy that just would trash Ziploc bags like 5 times a year, and I finally
that's what I did
outgrew
too.
that.
The little zip, the ones with the little pull tab, I used to use them all the
They
time.
all fall apart. The zip, they just don't.
Oh yeah, of course they don't last, but they're cheap.
Look at this. You're probably old enough to get this reference.
Cagney and Lacey is Cagney. Is that like a cop thing?
It's like a show your mom probably watched.
Cagney and Lacey. No, that reference goes over my head. Sadly, we're about the same age. I'm gonna be 45 in August.
Ooh, I'm level 47, I think.
Oh yeah, so we're in the same pocket at least. Pop culture.
I saw that as like an Instagram. Like it sounds cooler to say your level instead of your age. It's like you're leveling up. Like
okay, I'm with that. Anything to not make it as sad to get older. Oh, while we're doing
84 people watching and only 22 people in on a sweet legacy bag for your boat for soft plastics.
You win that, you can put all the baits that I have to give away inside that thing. Hey, while we're doing the giveaway, did you, just on a serious note, did you see Fishing with Gramps' post that he posted tonight about?
Good. He had his third heart attack.
Yeah, but so shout everyone, just anyone, if you're on Instagram or whatever, go to JT Hickman Fishing with Gramps' latest post, show him some love. He found out he's going to have to go get open heart surgery, bypass. So yeah, we just want to shout out and show some love to.
So he will not be at the kayak thing in Minnesota this weekend.
No,
but you know who will be at the kayak thing on Friday this weekend?
You got a kayak?
Me. Supposedly, I'm giving a seminar on Friday afternoon for all the people. So anybody in chat going up to that bronze back beatdown, Drew Gregory, whatever it is, I'm going to be up there Friday afternoon.
Are they paying you for that?
I think he said he'd have some sponsor stuff for me. So
I was gonna say that's got to be worth something for your time, because that sounds like a commitment.
You can do what you want, Kyle. If you are the kind of person that does this, an airtight bag would be really handy for moving it through airplanes and things like that, I bet.
Hey, nowadays you can move anything, any THC related products.
You want to be discreet.
You don't need to be discreet. I've had stuff in my bag and it goes right through TSA these days.
I don't know. I wouldn't know.
I'm telling you from experience.
$50 Plano boxes and any $50 box is hot garbage and overrated and overpriced. Believe it or not, I've never, ever caught a bass or any fish on a tackle box. Not once. Never has the box actually caught me a fish.
What, have you tried? You haven't tried.
I'd rather spend $50 on a glide bait than $50 on a tackle box.
Fair enough. But anyway, I just wanted to say, show love to Fishing the Gramps on his.
All right, we're at 25. We're drawing it. You have you got a good shot.
Roll it. Ooh, hundreds in there. What's
Patrick Arachi.
Hey, congrats, Patrick. Do you know this
Patrick,
guy?
are you in the chat? Let me know and then reach out to me on Instagram or Facebook at HellaBass and send me a note.
Congrats, Patrick.
Carol was here. Did you not get in, Carol? Is that why you didn't win? Did you forget to put your...
We'll do another one.
All right. Yeah. Send me a note on Instagram or Facebook at HellaBass.
Congrats, Patrick.
All right. What you got for him?
Okay. I got 6 baits. I got six baits.
But wait, there's more.
All right. Bait number 1. I already showed this. I bought a bunch of these and I realized I have like 2 or 3 of these and I probably am never going to get this one wet. So I'm like,
$20 jerkbait. Yeah.
This is the 110 Junior in the Pro Perch. So this is like, great little perch bait. This will catch you some walleyes. The Depths Slither K in this kind of green color. I don't know what color.
Is that like a $10 frog, $15 frog?
These are expensive. These I think it might even be like close to 20.
Like 15. Yeah, let's go call it 15.
These are bougie. They're really soft, like really soft. Anyway, Slither K. This is a bait. I'm like, I forgot I even have this. It was down in the bottom of the down in the bottom of the bin. I got a Berkeley Stunna that's going to go to somebody brand new.
Another 15 bones.
Stealth Shad is the color, so you're gonna get a stunner. This bait, don't even know what the hell this is. I don't even know where I got
A
it.
Macbeth crankbait.
Yeah, but it's the 75F. I don't know if this is shallow, deep. It's
Probably something your buddy from Hookup threw in a box for you.
Entirely possible. I'm sure this has been sitting in my collection for a while.
Your
And
buddy Ben.
it's totally possible.
Best friend Ben.
All right, so you're gonna get one of these Macbeths because I'm never gonna open that thing. And then these are two I actually think are kind of cool. I have a bunch of these. That's why I'm gonna throw this in. This bait was suggested to me by Kevin Baxter. This is the Luke Clausen Finesse jig 5/16. I'm gonna throw this in there too. This is a cool finesse jig. You use this for smallie fishing. You can throw this on a spinning rod. You don't necessarily need a bait caster for this, right? A little lighter wire hook. It's pretty cool. Skip's really nice because it's nice normal round ball head. Anyway, I'm gonna throw one of these in. I have like 5 of these, and I'm like, I don't need 5. Last but not least, a little pointer. This is a 90. So it's a 90 size. Medium runner, little pointer. This is actually in the Hookup Tackles shop color. It's called Isa Wagasaki. So it's kind of like a little pink, kind of like a little clear. It's like a good clear water bait. Anyway, little Lucky Craft pointer 90. So
I could have a hard time getting Ben to come on the live stream. I could be wrong.
I don't think you and him are gonna.
I'm pretty sure he's seen the roast video of the bento box, and he's not.
Oh, he did not like it. He was not happy about that.
So that's easily $100 worth of stuff.
That roast video that you did, I didn't roast. It got me kicked off the Hookup Tackle subscription program. He canceled my subscription because of that. Although, to be fair, a couple days later, he's like, "Sorry, I did that," and he apologized and rolled me back in. It was kind of.
And then he sent you a Macbeth crankbait and said he was sorry.
Anyway, yeah, you get what is this like $100 worth of stuff?
Yep.
Yeah. So this is all just from my archive of stuff that I definitely am not going to need. I'm going to throw all this into the giveaway. I'll even pay shipping. Shipping's on me, as long as you're in the continental United States.
Hashtag punch.
Woo!
For the 82 of you that are still around.
Someone said we need more roast. We don't need to roast tackle shops or whatever. Everyone's trying to hustle and make a living.
There's always room for roasting JDM.
But every tackle shop is fighting to stay alive these days, so don't need to kick them while
Lightning Muskie, you might need to get the space out of your hashtag punch to get it to register.
Oh, good point. Let's see. I could always use more jerk baits. Someone says the Brian 2 box. That's funny. I like it. I don't worship JDM. Dude, I throw so much non-JDM. Like most of the stuff I have rigged up is Zoom, Striking, whatever.
Mostly I just don't really have any interest in getting into JDM plastics because they're expensive.
They are expensive.
And they tear up. And then when you get attracted to or get hooked on them, then they're hard to replenish. Especially just thinking of it as a
you're not wrong.
Tournament fisherman, it's just not practical to be hooked on JDM baits.
No, and you're not wrong. But I think if you're a casual person, like a weekender like me, you can buy a couple plastics of JDMs and you might not go through them for the whole summer. You know what I mean? So yeah, you're right. If you're a guy who's going through a ton of stuff and you're plowing through baits, going through JDM stuff is not economical whatsoever.
It's clear that only a quarter of our viewers tonight are interested in free stuff.
What? I'm throwing in a freaking little $110
$100 worth of baits, and there's only 24 people entered right now.
We got to get this to 30 at least. I mean, you're gonna get a stun.
Nobody likes JDM.
Well, there's a Berkeley in here. Have you ever thrown a stunner?
No, I do not own a stunner.
They sink. So you throw it out and you wait and it just kind of slow sinks. So if you're a forward facing person, it's actually kind of a handy bait because it will slowly drop to the depth you want.
I think they're fembots.
Fembots. See? 110 Junior. I have a lot of these, so I didn't need... This Slither K is a cool frog, though. You actually might like this because it walks really nice and it's really soft. However, your big, heavy frog rods don't throw it because it's not super heavy. It's hard. You want to throw this almost like a regular medium heavy kind of rod instead of like a big, chunky frog rod. So it needs a little lighter of a setup to huck it a long distance, but pretty sick frog. 3/8 ounce. That's why. It's a 3/8 ounce frog. Do you throw many 3/8 ounce frogs? Probably not.
No.
Pretty light.
Did you get in haze fishing? #punch.
I know. Man, people don't want to jump in on the hey, better chance for the people that entered, right? Oh, we got 6 now. We're not going to get to 30.
I don't think I have that many Hello Burner accounts. Maybe there's just a bunch of people watching on TV and they just are not interested.
Don't have the keyboard. That's okay. You 26 people are getting great odds. What? You don't trust like Lawrence's are great. You know how many
Jacob Wheeler uses Active Target too.
Tons of people do. Dude, Active Target 2 since the new software update, and I put a big lithium battery. My picture on my Active Target 2 is gorgeous. Like I have such good clarity and like target separation. Like my setup, it's great. I love it.
All right. Only one more person got in for $100 baits instead of a tackle bag tonight.
Hey, better luck for the people that entered, right?
Mega Live 2 or Garmin. If you have a Humminbird that's capable and you can just add the Mega Live 2, that's way more affordable. If money is Wheeler is not getting paid. He's got a mixture of Garmin and Humminbird. He's running what he wants. Anyways, so I think it really depends on your budget. Like if money's no object, Garmin LVS 34 with a nice big screen.
Yeah, right.
If you're balling on a budget and you already got a Humminbird capable unit, or you're space restrained in your boat where you don't have room for a black box or that kind of stuff, the Mega Live 2 is a solid option these days, I think.
Yeah, Mega Live 2 seems to be as good as everything else now. I mean, like I don't know. You can't really go wrong with any of them, to be honest, at this point. They're all kind of the same.
We're drawn.
The advantage of the Garmin is it's a bigger cone and it's more user friendly. So when you throw out a bait, you can find it easier on the Garmin. The Lowrance cone is
Pirates.
Ooh, do you know this gentleman?
He bought some stuff from Whatnot. So
all right. Congrats, Pickwick.
There you go, Pickwick Pirate. So what you need to do, Pickwick Pirate, is reach out to Punch Fishing on Instagram.
You can DM me on Instagram, or you got your email. He can email you, and you can forward me.
If you can't get a hold of Punch, get a hold of me, and we'll connect.
Yeah, I'm just.
Pickwick Pirate is loving life after finding me on Whatnot and coming here tonight.
Is he getting deals?
Well, I mean, he won a giveaway on Whatnot. Now he's here. Now he won again. He's killing it.
Okay. Since you do Whatnot, let's finish this off. I want you to give me the elevator pitch on how Whatnot is profitable, or how it works to, like, if you got a bunch of stuff you want to clear it out. Does Whatnot cover and pay the shipping? Do they just give you shipping labels?
So Whatnot takes
how does it work on a financial level?
10 to 14%, much like eBay.
Okay.
So eBay, the seller fees are similar to eBay.
Okay.
The difference is you're doing a live stream instead of doing like 3 or 7 day auctions, right? You're doing it via video.
Okay, so it's eBay.
As somebody that has a YouTube and Facebook, I multi-stream to them.
Okay.
Which helps bring in an audience and also puts content out at the same time. So I see that as a win.
So if I have like this bait I paid $25 for, and I go on Whatnot and I sell it, people bid on it on Whatnot. And so say someone goes, I'll give you $15 for it. I then sell, like the person says, I'll pay $15. I sell it to them. Whatnot gets a cut. And I have to pay shipping, or
no, they pay shipping.
Whatnot does?
So Whatnot automatically, you put in the weight of the bait.
Okay.
And then Whatnot calculates the shipping for the buyer and automatically charges them. And it also auto combines. So their first bait is going to be like $4.50 for shipping or whatever.
Okay.
But their second bait might only be an extra 20 cents or 50 cents more when they buy the second bait.
But you then have to select the carrier of choice to ship it?
No, well, I think you set that all. I mean, it's pretty much USPS.
But it's still on you to package it, make your own label.
Whatnot automatically gives you a dashboard where it tells you like what each person bought. They bought 5 baits.
Okay.
And then it creates a label that you put it in an envelope or a package, and you slap the you got to print and then apply the whatnot. So it like automatically combines all their shipments or their baits into one shipment, and you print a label.
But the label is prepaid. I'm just wondering, if I sell 7 things to a person, do I have to put it in a bag, go to USPS, and then pick out my card and buy and ship it, or the label?
No.
Drop it off?
You put them in a box or a mailer at home, and you go on the whatnot dashboard and print the label.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the shipping is simple.
Shipping is simple. It's just as easy as eBay.
Okay.
If you've ever done that, it's just like eBay. Maybe even better because it auto combines better than eBay does.
And you can pick you can pick USPS or UPS. You can pick the carrier you want to use.
I pretty much see everybody use USPS, so I don't know that there's.
Okay, I was just curious. So this is eBay with slightly. It lets you hit different platforms because eBay is eBay. Did you notice that eBay is doing the live thing now? They're copying whatnot. Now you can do the live video.
Maybe. So on eBay. You have the option to do a traditional auction where you set the time, and then like if somebody bids within the last 5 or 10 seconds, it automatically adds like 5 seconds to the clock. Or you can do sudden death.
Got you.
And then basically you set your starting price. So if you could start that MegaBass jerkbait at $1 and just see what happens, or if you're like, I want to for sure get 15 or 20 bucks for it, you set it.
I was just curious because like I don't buy. I'm not going on whatnot to buy anything, but I have so much shit down in my archive. Like if I wanted to, like,
if you do want to sign up, they do have like $100 referral fee for the buyer and seller.
Oh, so I should give me a referral.
If you want to do it, I'll send you a link, and then we'd each get $100.
I don't want to do it now, but I'm thinking in the winter when I got some downtime, it might be good to go dig through there. And
the winter is a better market as well. Like there's less people out fishing and doing stuff, and there's more people watching in the winter.
Right. All right. You got that makes sense. Thank you. You answered a few of my dumb questions about whatnot because I haven't messed with it at all. Because like someone said, it's like a rabbit hole you can go down, right? It's like
not a great place to sell rods.
No, I would just do it for all this random ass tackle.
Like if you want you could do okay. I mean, reels would probably be fine, but like excess tackle, you can sell them. You can sell them one at a time. Gotcha. You can sell them in bundles. That's all up to you.
Gotcha. So I could be like, I got 10 packs of Depths bull flats, starting at $5. Yeah. No, it's a good idea. I probably should do it.
There's a lot of people selling on whatnot, and a lot of them are selling like overstock 13 fishing lures and Guggen and
just
so if you have stuff like Depths and stuff like MegaBass and stuff that you're parting with, you should do fine because there's more of a market for that.
So it's kind of a liquidation ground for some people.
Yeah, I mean, you can get top dollar for like respect colors and things that are rare and but like you should not have problems getting 20 or 25 bucks for a MegaBass jerkbait.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's not like you're going to be selling MegaBass jerkbaits for $3. Like they'll definitely go for close.
No, I kind of want to. You're probably selling me on it because I probably should do it this winter and just like clear out space so I have space to bring in more stuff. Because I'm at a point where I'm like, I don't want to buy more because then I just don't really have the room. So like I should purge a little bit. I've been giving away a lot of stuff to like high school teams and high school anglers. So I'll put a big bin of stuff and I'll just be like, I'll donate it. So I've been just giving away a lot of stuff, which I could.
There's also to me something maybe kind of semi-therapeutic to like walk through it and talk through it. And enjoy it one last time before you like
be like, oh, I like this bait. I'm gonna send it off to a new home. Oh, that's kind of fun.
Right.
And I suppose it gives you a good chance to sell used stuff. Like maybe you got just, a jerkbait I threw 7 times and it's been sitting in my tackle box.
There's a lot of stuff you got an S crank and you're like, I don't really like the S crank and it's been thrown 10 times, or bought this Weeble Wobble or whatever.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Okay, yeah, maybe I might do my first whatnot maybe this winter, maybe around Christmas or something, and just get rid of a bunch of stuff. It's probably a good idea. See how it goes. I'll definitely hit you up for a referral kickback.
Yeah, I can give you some tips on how to. I mean, you already got everything you need to like run.
Yeah, I got the AV setup. I just need to like take the time. I should have what I should do is have my kids help me. Like, do you ever have your kids help you sell stuff or get on camera?
Yeah, like there's a lot of guys that like just put things like they just point the bait or they point the camera at like a thing and they just set the lure on a little thing and go, here it is.
But,
like,
they don't
and
don't
Baxter like actually like tell you what it is, why it's like what it's for, what like that kind of stuff. So I think that does a little better than the other.
No, I get it. Yeah, I know you can be kind of just boring and no, I get it. If you can interject a little personality and storytelling, you're going to get a more captive buyer for sure. It's like an auction house, right? You got to have good auctioneers. Like, you got to get people fired up to buy stuff. I get it. Well, I was successfully trolled tonight by people convincing me that there was a new Daiwa rod line that didn't exist.
Well done, Visor Gang. Well done.
You guys troll. I feel duped in it. That was a good.
Yeah, I don't know. The only Guggen bait I've ever thrown was the clickbait to make a video, and
so my fishing partner still throws the
bandito bug,
the bandito on a Texas rig, and that freaking thing gets bit in grass. Like Minnesota bass absolutely hit the bandito.
The striking rage bug that is almost the same thing.
But I know he's been picking up the bandito bug cheap, like $3 a pack or whatever. So, you can get them a lot cheaper. No, there's not new Steez rods. I was being trolled earlier.
He says check your DM.
Oh, now I'm really getting it. Yeah, Hunter's cool. Hunter's a gear addict.
Hopefully he sent you a picture of like a dog with a bagel on its head. And he's like, ha, I got you.
Oh, wait. 2025 Steez. What the hell is this? No, he was right. What? It's 400. Oh, my goodness. What is this?
Actually giving them away.
Wait. How can I get this to you? To pull this up on your browser. Here, wait.
You can pull it up yourself.
He said it's on my phone. One sec. I'm using my work computer and I don't have Instagram on here. I'm not logged into my Instagram account on my work machine.
Boomer Brian.
Wait, can I send it to you on can I send it to you on Facebook Messenger? Would you get that and be able to
Can you just send it to Instagram?
Yeah, let me send it to your Instagram too. Here, pull up this link because maybe I'm not trolled. This is real. Here, I'll Instagram you. Sorry, on-air production meeting. All right, I sent it to you on Facebook and Instagram.
I did find Pitts. This is your guy, Pickwick Pirate.
Oh yeah, hook me up with Pickwick's info.
Brian ships quickly. It should only take him like 2 to 3 weeks. So
sounds about right. Hey, it's free. Don't complain about shipping times. All right. Okay, this is confusing to me because they just bumped the price of the Steez AGS. Maybe these are not AGS. Maybe these are going to be cheaper. Because the Steez AGS rods got bumped up to like $700 with the tariff price.
I got Fuji guides. Basic silicone carbide.
No AGS. And it looks like we are not getting cork. Can you zoom in on the... Is the pictures that get bigger? Yeah, they're EVA. Hello. That's interesting. This puts it at kind of almost the price point to the Zillion rod line, which nobody buys. They're SIC guides with EVA for $450. Not a compelling price point, but everything Steez is always bougie. Go to the rod. How many models are in this thing? Scroll down. Is there a bunch? Holy shit. It's a full friggin' line. Hello. And they're all the same price. Okay.
EVA with laser engraving.
Ooh, fancy. These are just the spinning rods? These are the casting.
Fuji stick titanium frame guides.
Is this the whole rod line, or are we looking at casting? Oh, this is a whole rod line. Okay. Ew, interesting. Okay, so if this is being taught, this will be one of the most talked about things at iCast because there's not that much high end stuff, and Steez is kind of a storied line in Daiwa's history. So this is cheaper than the AGS, but it's still carrying the name. That's interesting. Okay, all right. I see you, Daiwa. I might have to buy one of these. They got me. So non-AGS will be nice. If they're just regular titanium SIC, you don't have to send it to Daiwa to get fixed when it breaks. Oh, my daughter is texting me. Her name is Natalie. She says she wants a shout out. So hello to my teenage daughter, Natalie, who just texted me to
Shout out, Natalie.
Non-cork. I don't. Cork is fine, but cork does show its wear. It does fall out. It needs maintenance. I don't have a problem with EVA or cork, like over cork. It's a zillion blank that didn't sell. That could be completely. Oh, thank you, Caro. Yeah, all right. That's a good way to end it. So there is a Steez AGS addition to Shimano's. No, sorry. The Steez, can't say AGS. These are not AGS.
Time for bed. I have to get up and.
Yeah, you got to get up way early. You got to go to bed now.
So, good night, everyone. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks, Brian, for joining, for helping with the giveaway, and good luck fishing. And we'll see you guys around. As always, here to help you guys catch more big bass and suck less. And maybe after we see the full iCast, maybe we'll have another follow-up show when we actually see like the full iCast. So we'll see.
We'll see.